we're back. Okay, we are back. Oh my goodness, and I'm a little bit late because I was on a live earlier on. I had no idea the time was moving that fast. Okay, welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. We're gonna be playing a game tonight. Um, I'm waiting to see if Vibrant enters this chat. Ooh, she's in here, and so is Slide. Vibrant, have you ever clicked a link before, Vibrant? I've never heard you on a link, but what I wanted to do tonight was do a I posted it on my community wall I think yesterday where I would love for two people to click the link and battle it out for a small cash out prize. Ow, let me know if you click links. Well, I've never heard you click a link, but I'm asking anyway because I want it to be a whole competition out here. Okay. Vibrant, were you here for the riddles that we did? Ooh, she said no. Hey, Connie, were you here for the last one that we did with the riddles, Vibrant Low? That one was something else. They were so competitive, and I didn't have a lot of questions. Hey, Cool Gamer. Hey, Connie. Hey, Slide Jones. Hey, Internet Granny. And thank you for becoming a member. Ow. Girl, there are a lot of stuff happening. There's a lot of I saw something come in my timeline. Is it timeline? Whatever it's called, but I saw it. And I'm like, okay, is this new stuff? Is this something I should turn into? You missed it? Oh, it was good last week. It was a nice little hangout, laid back type of thing. Hey Lavon. Okay, once I got one person I start. We got 6 in here, so that's 5 more than the number I need to start. I don't know if I should wait a little bit more, but once I see that thing past one, I'm ready. Okay. Woo. Okay, let's give it 30 seconds more. Let's just wait. Well, welcome everybody to another night of, or it's our game night. It's what I started my channel doing. And for those who were here first, they know. I went back to my very first live video that I ever did. My very first subscriber or supporter to drop down was Michelle's daughter. And then after that, I had Cheryl Brown, Choreo Lover, A View is a View, Lavon. Who else did I have? I was like, wow, look at where I started. Ow. Look at where I started with my Michelle was the only person in my life, okay. Michelle was the only one in the live that day. And she was telling me how to turn my phone and stuff. I was all by the poolside looking out, and I'm like, oh. I'm like, okay, girl. Okay, but anyways, welcome everybody to the channel. The name is Carrie, and I'm so happy that you guys decided to come join me amidst all the things that are happening out there, the salacious stuff happening out there, the drama happening out there. But this is how one of the things that I started my channel doing, and I actually started by playing games or doing little activities with my supporters. We started off by doing quite a number of stuff. We were doing, I think one of the biggest things when I just started was an interview with Princess X. Shout out to Princess X. Um, I was at I was somewhere and I brought some people with me to like watch the night events and stuff so they would watch with me and stuff. So I did different things when I came on here first, and I much prefer, to be honest, to do this. Once I have time to like find the stuff to do, but I much prefer to like do stuff where I interact, have games and stuff. It may not bring the numbers, but I'm cool with it, you know, because it's comfortable. I'm comfortable doing it. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate those who have been with me from the beginning. They've been with me for the ride. Okay. I appreciate you all. Okay. What is wrong, Vibrant? I can see I can't. You can't type tonight. Why? I don't know if you guys want to do it in the chat. If I don't get two contestants to click on the link, I may have to do it in the. Oh, you missed the riddles. Yeah. And message bitch. Oh, no, you did jump into message bitch. That's an. Well, how did I ever come up with that dumb name for that game? Message bitch. Well, I guess it's a message. I guess. I don't know. What was I thinking when I came with the name of that game? Hey, Miss Gerald. Hey, everybody coming in. I appreciate you all for supporting my channel. Okay, I'm going to drop the link and we're going to start the game. Okay, I'm going to drop the link and we're going to start playing. Okay, Sly Jones. Are you still up for the competition? Behind the bar. Are you still up for the competition? Connie, Lavon. There was somebody else who wanted to play too. Almond Brown. Who else? You're exhausted, girl. The that comes around during the holidays. For most people, I can't say I'm one of them. I rest usually. I find a hotel to go to during the holidays. Ooh, let me not say my bit. Ooh, well, whatever. Or I do stuff. Okay. Ooh, Sly Jones says, "Be on my team, Vibrant." Okay. Ooh, you're with team Vibrant. I want to know how we're gonna do this. Are we gonna do it with a link? You click on the panel, or are we gonna do it in the chat and we just do it like we used to do? But we'll see how it goes. Vibrant Law, Lavon is asking, are you saying you can participate? There's only one way she can participate is if she doesn't click the link. But if we don't get two people to come up on here, I'm just gonna go straight to the chat, right? So without further ado, let me drop this link one more time. If we don't have no one to go up against the big bad Sly Jones, who said he was ready for this, we're gonna do it in the chat like we always do. Okay. Okay, so let me give you 30 seconds and I'll see who comes up. If not, we go straight to the chat. But I just want to, have a fun laid back type thing, and it's cool. Or maybe what we could do is do 5 on the panel and the others in the chat. How about that? 5 in the panel and the others on the chat. Let me know. Sly Jones says, I don't want to scare nobody. Sly Jones says, I don't want to scare nobody, so I'll wait. I'm going to wait to see if anybody wants to join in. So if we don't do the panel, we're going to go straight to the chat. So I just gave 30 seconds and I dropped the link already. Some people are being shy. Come on, guys. Anybody can jump down. Anybody. So I got 20 more seconds and then I'm going straight to the chat. Okay. Let me find my questions real quick. Ow. Ow. Sly Jones, they don't want to come up against you, Sly Jones. Sly Jones. And I don't see behind the bar on here either. They don't, because you guys won last week. Where is Coolin? Ooh, I have an idea where Coolin is. Slide Jones says, I'm going to take on the whole chat. No, Levon, I think Ken is out on the road doing stuff. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Let's begin, guys. Okay. I'm going to put this up on the screen. Let me make sure I take my. Ooh. We're going to go. I know, Vibrant. Who knew the day would ever come that I'll be on here live talking or clicking links? Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. You don't have no okay. Ooh, Slide says he's gonna take on the whole chat. Okay. Okay. So it's gonna be Slide against the chat. Okay. Are you guys okay with that? Let me know. Slide will be up here and he competes with you in the chat. Let me know. That means I need to get my phone close by so I can see when the answers come in so I don't look at StreamYard. It may be a little bit faster on the phone. Ooh, Slide is saying he's going to take all of you. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Ooh, let me get my phone. Ooh, he's here. Okay. Ooh. Ooh.
Hello, how are you?
Well, hello, Slide. How are you? I'm good. Let me answer that first. I'm good, and how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Where are all these Frady cats
Ooh.
at for the trivia?
Ooh. I don't know. They haven't dropped down yet. Who is coming up? Who is coming up to beat Slide? Slide won last week. And
Okay. Connie says he is cheating. Oh no, said he is speaking it out, so it's not fair unless he's typing in the back chat. Okay, I'll type it in the back chat.
or
That's
he could
fair.
type in the chat too.
Okay, yeah, I'll type in the chat.
Ooh.
We'll keep it fair. I'll
Ooh.
follow whatever rules apply.
you you know Connie's is you know how Connie's when it comes to games and Vibrant Low. Who else is like that on here? They're competitive.
That's why I was
Oh,
hoping Connie would go ahead and click the link and go ahead and be
she said her
about it.
I think she said her background is noisy. I think I saw that somewhere up here. I think. Okay. She said they're loud in the back. Dang, I was really hoping to get to have a blow by blow and stuff going on, but guess what? It is what it is. Or core supporters are here. Well, my core supporters are here. Thank you so much for coming, guys. I appreciate you. Okay. So let's see how we're gonna do it. Yes, and you, Vibrant. Connie and Vibrant. Lavon is like that. I think who else did we see doing that last week? So bomb was it? They were cutting up in the chat and everything. Shit. Ooh, okay. It looks like it's gonna have to be the way it's gotta be. All right, let's go. Ready? I don't know how to do this slide.
I will put the answer in the chat in the main chat.
So you got another device?
I'm on my PC.
Okay. Let me get my book out, my pencil for scoring. Let me flip through a clean page and then I'll be ready because I'm gonna have to keep score and you guys can keep score too. Help me out. So let me put Slide's name over here and we're gonna put the chat's name over there. Am I hearing your fan or your ear? One of the two.
Probably this
That's
little
that
heater I got
microphone
here.
is here.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
let me
All
turn that
right.
off. Do you still hear it?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that was my little space heater.
Okay.
You always
Woo!
hear everything that nobody else can hear. I must have a really loud mic. I need to do
Your
something about that.
microphone is really good. Connie says she may be able to come up when her husband gets here. Okay, let's see. I only got not a lot of questions though, so let's go. Are we ready, guys?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. Let's get it. How many holes does this t-shirt have? Go.
I got my answer. I'm gonna let the chat chime in first. I'm gonna put it in the back chat, and then we'll see.
Ooh, but how does that work though? Hold on. Their answers are in the chat, and yours are in the back. Yours is in the back. So how do I go? Because if you, ooh, hold on.
Well, if we're all right, we'll get the point because they don't know what I typed and everything. And if I type it in first, then that way it's kind of fair still.
Yeah, but why the back chat though?
I didn't want to give away the answer, because I am playing against everybody else. It's everybody else against me. So, if they get it right, it's still cool if they get the point.
Well, that's how you're looking at it.
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I can dig it.
Oh, this is weird, Slide. Because then they'll say, "Oh no, we can't see what he has." Okay, let's go. Connie got 10. Lavon says 10. Vibrant Love says 9. Hey, Rhonda. Red Afro says 11. She changed her mind. 10, 10. Purple Diva says 9. Connie says, "Oh, I thought whoever is first." That's what I was thinking. Hey,
Oh, okay.
accountability for all. Haven't seen you in a while. Ooh, Slide fell off. Accountability for all. Welcome back. Haven't seen you in months. Slide is back. There we go.
My bad.
Yeah, that's the thing, Lavon.
Okay,
So
I put it in the main chat and shout out to Accountability for All. I've been subscribed to that channel for a long time. So shout out to the First Amendment auditors out there and the hard work that they do.
dang, they've been getting in trouble and stuff. They've been putting some people out there. Those people, they don't like being filmed. They've been going to those public offices.
Yeah,
Dang.
yeah. My favorite is a guy down in Florida, Big Nick, South Florida Accountability. He's my favorite. He gives them hell, and they don't fool with Big Nick. There's a few more out there too, but Big Nick is one of my favorites. Accountability for All. Oh my gosh, there's so many I can't even really name them. But yeah, it's a cool community, and I almost actually got out there myself at one point, but I'm in the South, and it's
Things are a
anyway,
little bit different.
it's wild.
A little bit different. Hey, D Dots. Oh, you've been traveling. You've been all over accountability for. I've been watching your videos. Ooh, yeah, Connie. You see, there we got a problem here. Because guess what? When I scroll up, let me see who's first. Yeah, it was Connie first. Connie was first.
Yeah, but did I have it right in the back chat, or did you
Oh
see it?
yeah, I
Okay,
saw it. So let's see. The answer is in fact 10. So there are 6 bullet holes, and then the 2 sleeve holes, the neck, and the waist hole. So, yeah. Ooh, this is weird for me, Slide. Oh no. I need somebody to click the link. Shit.
well, we'll keep it fair. We'll just keep it in the chat then.
Okay, all right. Do it in the chat. Don't do it in the back chat. So at least I'll be able to see who comes with their answer first.
Okay,
Nobody wants to click the link and square up with you. So for right now, we got. Ooh, Connie's here. Ooh, you got company. Ooh, hold on. Connie decided to come and take you on task. Okay.
come on.
Is that you, Connie?
Yes, it is.
Okay, cool. It also means I'm gonna have to find another question for you guys because it was an uneven, list of stuff, number of stuff. So, all right. So we got Connie got one so far. Slide, you were correct, but Connie's response came first before the one in the private chat.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay. Look at Joanna changing her answer to 16 and the answer is 10. Hey, Mama D. Hey, Fifi. Hey, everybody coming in. Let's keep going. Okay. Are you ready, guys?
Ready?
And the chat, you could also help me to see who's first. Okay. Ready? Let's go. Whoever first answers. Ready, set, go. What is the missing number?
Hmm. Mm, 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 mm.
Connie, repeat.
4.
Oh, we got Joanna in the back. Hold on.
It's 4. Is it 4?
Hold on.
Yeah, I
Keep your
don't.
answer. Let me hear. So Connie said 4. Slide, what's your answer?
Ooh,
Oh,
this is tough.
wait. Before you go to that question, I don't want to be up here for that. I want to beg to differ on that last one.
Which one?
The T-shirt.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Michelle?
You did say there was bullet holes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what body is gonna stop a bullet from going to the back of you? So it should be 6 holes in the back also.
Correct.
Oh
Joanna would make up some shit like that.
Huh? I'm asking a question. I'm just asking a question. So you see, my final answer was 16.
There was somebody
16
in there.
holes.
All 6
Huh?
bullets are right there in his body. He's dead. They didn't
But
pierce through.
what body is bulletproof? So those
He
holes
had a
came.
bu-
Those holes exited.
he had a whole bullet. Okay, he had a bulletproof vest on. How does that sound?
Oh, okay. Okay. Good answer.
Good answer. Good
Good
answer.
answer. So
I got you, Joanna.
that's
That was
why
a good
that's
one.
why I
Because it
changed
would
my
have been
answer.
12.
I changed my answer from 10 to 16.
Oh, so it would have been a
All
12
right, y'all. I'm
plus the
driving. I just
4.
left my MRI. I just wanted to call up and give y'all a hard time.
Okay. Thank you,
Okay, go ahead.
Joanna.
Continue. Go ahead. Drop me, Carrie, because I'm driving.
Okay, cool. Thank you. All right, let's keep going. So we got so the next question that we came up with is what's the missing number? Connie was the first one. She gave 4. Let me hear what slide comes with so we can move this real quick.
Ooh,
Slide is
man.
still stuck. Ooh, slide ain't coming with it. So we're gonna do we move
I'm,
on?
I'm, I'm, I'm gonna say 2. I'm just gonna guess.
Okay, so nobody got it. The missing number is 5. Each number is the number of pieces the number has before it. So the digital 8 has 7 pieces, and I'm going to show you why the answer is 5. Look at
Yeah, I
the number
see.
8. Do you see
Mm-hmm.
how many pieces put it
Mm-hmm.
together?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can see it. Does everybody see it?
Yeah.
7. Yep.
Okay, next one. Let's go. I think what I'm going to do is just whoever answers first. Okay, next.
Mhm.
Which word is the odd one out?
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
damn.
Come again?
Damn.
Okay. Connie?
Snug live down. Rest. Oh. Mm. Oh shit. Snug.
You're gonna final answer. So we got snap
Mm.
and snug. And guess what? You are both wrong. Okay.
Wow.
Ooh.
Audience. Audience, what's the answer, audience? Let's see what the audience. You
Struggling
are
tonight.
both wrong.
And
You
it.
are both. The answer is let's see if anybody got it real quick. Nah, Isaiah. Hey, Isaiah. Hey, Team AJ. Nobody got it. Odd one out would be the word grid, because every single word up there, if you use it, if you flip it around, it makes another word. For example, snug becomes
Aw.
guns, damn becomes mad, pans becomes snap, keep becomes peak, live becomes evil, grid becomes nothing but dirk. Okay, so
Wow.
that one is the odd one out. So you both got that one
Yeah, we need a
wrong.
little more time. Just
Ooh,
like an extra 5 seconds. Oh, these are tough.
ooh, okay, alrighty, let's go.
Oh.
Next
Let's
one.
go. Mm.
If it takes 12,
12.
Connie said 12. Connie was first.
Oh, I thought you were gonna read it first. My bad.
Oh, my bad.
Let me read it.
Sorry.
I started and then I stopped because I heard her answer. If it takes 12 $1 stamps to make a dozen, how many $1.50 stamps does it take to make a dozen?
12.
Okay, you both got it right. But who was first?
Connie was first.
Oh,
Okay, I'm
yeah.
gonna wait until she reads the question.
Yeah. Come on, Slide. You know she's got two already. So she got
Okay.
10 for the first one. Come through, Slide. Next one. Ready? Ooh. What number car park is the car on?
Hmm.
Whoever is first, come on.
Hmm. 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 I'm gonna say 80. I'm
87.
gonna say 89.
87.
Okay, so Connie,
Mm-hmm.
Slide.
Yeah.
The answer is 87. Ow, do you want to know how? The picture is upside down. So once
Mm-hmm.
you turn it the other way, you will realize it's the series of number continues. It's 86, 87, 88, 89, 19, 91. Got it?
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's
come
pretty
on,
neat.
Slide. So Connie's at 3, Slide is at 0. Let's
At
keep going.
0. Getting shut out.
Ooh, and I did right, Team AJ. I was afraid they would have noticed because I did this one before when we used to play our games before. Let's keep going. You can throw me off a tall building and it won't hurt me. If you put me in water, I break. What am I? Go.
Hmm.
Who's gonna be first?
Put me in the water, I break.
What am I? Hmm.
I'm stumped on this one.
Think about it.
You can throw me off a tall building and it won't hurt me.
Fifi's behind in the chat.
Oh my gosh. Ah. Mm.
Ooh, they're not getting this one. Ooh.
Put me in the water, I break.
I'm
What?
just gonna guess and say ice. That's the only guess I can come up with.
Okay, so Slide was first. Connie, your time.
Put me in water. I don't know.
Ooh, no answer. Come on, Connie. No answer.
Me.
Ooh, well,
I don't know.
Hmm.
you are both wrong. Okay,
I don't know. I'm thinking of
both
words, not
wrong.
something
This
actually.
one, when I saw this one and I saw the word break, I'm saying this is going to throw them off. But you know what? It's a riddle and we worked with it. The answer is paper or tissue. It could fall from the tallest building without a problem. But if it goes in water, it'll be dissolved. You see that?
Hmm.
Womp
Ooh, look at
womp.
these answers right there. Isaiah said bread. TMZ said rain. Isaiah said Brianna. D. Dot says water balloon. Vibrant said ice. Sketty. Okay, let's go. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Ready, Slide? Are you here, Slide? The
Yep.
first person. Come on, let's go. What is wrong with this sign? What is wrong with this sign? Right, Vibrant Law? Break is a stretch, right?
Hmm.
What is wrong with this sign? Mm-mm. Who's first? I got you guys this week. Okay.
And I'm stumped.
Ooh, I got you guys this week.
I thought studying for my math finals was rough.
Uh, um, it's a technicality. What? That's not an actual date. Is that what you're saying?
I
I
can't
don't
tell
know.
you.
no, it's not an actual date.
What is wrong with that sign? That sign is out there. There's something wrong with that sign. What is it?
365.
That's the only thing I can see is that if it's a month, date, and a year, that's the only thing I see that's wrong. Other than that, man, whew. Let me check in with the chat, see what they're saying.
Oh, no.
Open
No.
24/7. Open 24/7. 365. Oh man, I'm stumped.
Yeah, other than the incorrect date format, I couldn't guess what it is.
No, we need an answer. Come on.
Okay, open 24/7, 360. Open 24 hours out of 7 days a week out of 365 days.
Mm,
Oh, girl.
it is a sign. Who is gonna be first? Ooh, this feels good. You guys don't know the answer. Ow.
The only thing I see that it looks like it's too far off to the right if they're getting that detailed with it. It looks like the
Okay.
sign is askew to the right of the screen or whatever, if that's a thing.
There's something about
Okay.
that 7 and 365.
So Slide's answer is that it's a little bit too far to the right. And what is your answer, Connie?
It's the date format.
But you gotta, if you think it's a date, you gotta tell why.
Because it should say open 365.
Final answer. Let's see.
I guess. I don't know.
It should say
I don't
365.
know. Open 365.
Okay. Let's see.
365
Bam!
days.
The sign should read 24/7's 52. It's so there's a sequence to it. So if you
Oh,
know
the
24 hours a
24,
day, 7
Yeah.
days a week.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Wow. Damn.
They kicking our ass in this life.
Kicking my ass. I ain't got one yet.
Oh man.
The room should have took that bet. They would have been whooping me by now.
Right.
Ooh. Okay, so we're still at 3-0. Let's keep going. Next one. 2 sons and 2 fathers went fishing. They all pretend there's another elder, please. All caught 1 fish each. Only 3 fish were caught. How is this possible? Who's going first? Who's gonna get it first? Come on. Who's gonna get it first?
There's only actually one father for both of the sons.
Yeah.
Because he's the father of each son.
Yeah.
Okay, so Slide got that one first, and then Connie agreed. So we're gonna work with who was first. So you're saying there's only 2 sons. What did he say?
There's only one father for both sons.
Okay, and yeah,
Damn.
you almost got it.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Man, oh man.
And I love my sound effects. So, okay. Next.
Can we take an intermission? Hold on.
Man, oh man.
We'll pause at this one
need
right
my
here.
water.
We'll pause right here. Right, it's the right time. Water. Move only 2 glasses to make a sequence off, and the sequence should be full, empty, full, empty, full, empty. Team AJ, the L was missing. Okay. It's all. Okay.
Move the back one, the last one, to the front. No, wait.
Can I answer? Or
Uh-oh,
you still working on it?
Let
Now
him
go
finish.
ahead. Go ahead.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Go ahead.
He
Go ahead
started
and finish.
first.
Go ahead. You were in the middle of it. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Because it
go
said
for it.
full empty, full empty.
And you can only move two
Right.
glasses.
Mm,
Sorry. D Dot says my brain
mhm.
hurts. Ooh, ooh.
I already got it.
Take the second one and
Mm-hmm.
put it at the end, and then take the next to last one and put it second.
The second one on which end? You got to be specific.
Oh man, yeah, you just messed me up. I had it in my head. Dang. Take the. Shoot, I had it. Take the Take the second one from the left, the full glass.
Mhm.
Move it to the end. Then
Okay.
take the no. Take the next to the last empty.
Mhm.
Put it at the beginning. Then take the last full one. Ah shit. I go ahead. Go ahead, Connie. You got it.
Take
I
the
had
second.
it. Now I don't have it.
Just switch the second and the second from the front and the second from the back.
That's it.
Where's the
That's
back
it.
and where's the front then? Because they're all in a line. You
The
gotta
The
second
second
full and the
full one.
second empty. Yeah.
The
hold on. Let
second
me hear
full
her.
one and this in the second empty one.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. To solve this puzzle, switch the middle full glass with the middle empty glass. Did
What?
she get it?
Oh
Did
yeah.
she?
Yeah, it's the same
Did she
thing.
get
Yeah.
it?
Mm-hmm.
Did she
No,
get
you
it,
said the
guys?
second. That was the middle. No, no,
No,
no.
no, no. No. The middle full glass is the second
There
full
we
glass.
go. Because it's three.
I
Yes.
thought that was the third full glass.
Right. So it's the middle full and the middle empty. So all you gotta
Yeah.
do is switch both of them, and then it
Mhm.
becomes empty full, empty full. Okay. Slide. Come on.
Mm.
Connie's at 4. Slide is at 0. Come on, slide. Come on. Next. Ooh, we're supposed to be taking a break. Take a break, guys. I know you're just feeling so tense right now because these things have been busting your brains. Okay. Was that break long enough for you?
Yes.
Oh,
I drank a whole half
guys.
bottle of
Hey,
water.
everybody coming in. D Dot says, thank God. Hey, everybody coming in. Connie said she had her water. How about you, Slide? Are you good?
I'm good.
Okay. Still feeling ready? Like you were when you were ready to take the chat on. Hey, Betty. All right, let's go. Let's go. Next one. Who is first to answer? Go. What are the next three letters in this puzzle? So we got WAT, we got NTL. What are the next three letters in this puzzle? Who is first? Go.
It's supposed to make up a word.
I can't tell you. There's a sequence here. So we got,
Oh, okay.
so
Sequence.
what's the
Okay.
next three in line?
TL. Hold on. I just had it. Damn it. Oh, shoot. TL. TLW? I don't know. I think.
Okay, so Connie says TLW. Your turn, Slide.
Um, I guess TL. Um, everything's moving to the left, so I'll just say TL
Hold on. Hold on. Can you give us like a couple more seconds?
V. I'm just gonna guess V.
Oh, V. Okay. I'll
TLV.
give you a TLW then.
Okay, if you guys were paying attention, you'd have seen this. This one is so easy. The answer is right there. So you said TLW, and what did you
Well,
say?
I see it. I
Amplify.
see it now. I see it now. It's
What
too
is it?
late,
Ooh.
but it should be ITP. I see it now.
ITP.
I see
It's
it now.
ITP.
Or INT.
Let
So
me see. Go back.
you both got it
Let's see. Each letter
wrong.
comes from the
Okay.
first letter in the question. Oh,
So
yeah, I wasn't
what
looking
are
at that.
what are the WAT next three letters NTL, and the next one says in this puzzle. It should be ITP though.
Yes, ITP. He
Right.
had it
So
right. Hmm.
it's not, yeah. So INT is not right. It should be ITP.
So I get the
Okay.
point.
Didn't you say Z? What did you
He said
say?
ITP.
Oh, you did? Okay. Cool. Slide is on the board.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem so enthusiastic. Okay. Look at D dot. D dot is like, F this shit. I can't get none of these answers.
Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad at all.
Okay, let's go. Next one. Can you spot the mistake in this letter thing right here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What is the mistake here? Who is first? Go.
Ooh. I feel like I can see the mistake. I see it. Can you spot the mistake?
Okay, what is your answer, Connie?
Same.
Ooh, so
Can you
Slide was
spot the
first.
mistake? Yeah.
Ow, Slide got it.
Mhm.
Finally.
Ooh. He's on 2, Slide is on 2, and Connie's on 4. Let's keep going. Next
Uh-oh.
one.
Let's see. Mm.
Okay. I think this is the last one, I think. No, we got 2 more to go. What is this one and the next one would make 2. What is the 9-letter word here? What is the 9-letter word? Who is first?
I can't tell what that last letter is. Is that a B over there under
I
that
was
T?
wondering. It looked
Yeah,
like a
it
B.
is.
Mhm.
It is. What is this 9-letter word? Who's going to get it? Ooh, Kaya's.
It's
Sailboat.
Okay,
Final
so
answer.
final answer sailboat. Next
No, you know
person.
what?
sailboat.
No, I mean, but sailboat doesn't have an E in it. That looks like an E. I just can't
Mhm.
really tell what these letters are, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna.
It isn't an E, so let me know when you got the final answer. It's an E. The other one
Okay.
was the B that you were querying, and the next one is an E that's directly below the L. Go Slide and
Okay,
so
so
we
that's
can
an
hear what.
E. Okay, so
Yeah.
no, it's not sailboat. I bet it's a real simple word too. Um, I cannot guess. There's too many I's in that 9-letter word
I
for me.
know, right? I'm like, what kind of word is this?
Too many Too many
Um,
vowels.
We're on the last 2.
it's it. Mm.
Slide, did you finish? Because you were first. Did you finish so we could go to Connie? You got to give an answer.
Oh man, something bait. I I give up.
Okay, Connie, your turn.
Oh, Jesus. Hold on. Let's see.
I should mute when I'm laughing.
Silly
Okay.
salivate.
Come again. What's the answer?
Ciliabate. Salivate.
Celia Babe. That's your final answer?
It's as good as any.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it
Okay.
is.
Okay, so I got yours, and Slide did not have one. Does
Y'all better
anybody,
not be laughing at me
anybody
down
in the
there.
chat? What's your answer in the chat? Betty, do you know what it is? Vibrant, do you know what it is?
Yeah, because I don't
D
feel
dot,
bad.
what is the answer? Who
I don't
knows
feel
it?
bad at all.
Lavon, who knows the answer? Let me see who got it. Mama D, what's the answer?
Come
Fifi,
on,
what's
Betty
the
White.
answer? TMZ, what's the answer?
Betty White says she knows.
Let's see who gets it, because I'm going to tell if Connie is right. What was your word, Connie?
I couldn't tell you if I could try, girl.
Cilia bite. She
Cilia
said
bait.
cilia bite. Cilia bite.
Yeah,
Okay.
cilia bite. Cilia bite was it?
Okay, let's see who has the answer in the chat. Let's see. Oh
Cilia
Lord, this is too funny. Betty says she doesn't know. Well, just because I like, the sound, I'm gonna go ahead
Aw,
and
come on with that sound. Jeez.
Ooh, D Dot is trying, but there are no O's in it though, D Dot. Good try
And no
though.
C.
No D Dot, and there's
Can
also
you just give us the first letter? Since we down to
Okay, I'm gonna give you a clue
since
because
we down to the wire. Can you give us like just one letter and let us start it over?
you really look at what Isaiah has.
Oh, come on. Ain't no wire in that.
Okay, I'm gonna help you guys out till we're on the last two. The word starts with the letter A. Go. Who's
Ooh.
first?
Ableist.
Is that your final answer?
That's the only thing I got.
Okay, Connie, your time.
Uh, uh, 5, 4, 3, 2. What the heck?
Look at D Dot.
Absolute. Absolute.
What's the word?
Absolute.
That's your final answer?
Mhm.
Well, I didn't hear a bell either, so.
Ted said boots, child.
New biology. Is that you, new biology?
Abilities.
Oh, wow. So Newbie should have been on the panel.
Dang.
Newbie, you could have won some money tonight. There was cash on the line.
Oh, this is good.
Abilities.
This is
Dang.
good. We are down to the last one. Are you guys ready?
Okay. Yeah.
I think this one was actually the last one. I'm not sure. Ooh, it was abilities. Okay, come through. Ooh, Betty White says we have no abilities.
I have no abilities. So Isaiah got more points than I have.
Joanna got it.
Oh, that's the funny shit I heard all day.
Dina says her head hurts big time. Oh my god. This is too much. We are on to the final one.
All right,
we are down to the final one. And so far, Slide is on 2 and Connie is on 4. Okay, this is the last one. Let's go. Are you guys ready?
Yep.
Okay, who is first? Let me read it first. What has 1 thumb and 4 fingers but is not alive? What has 1 thumb and 4 fingers but is not alive? Go.
A glove?
Is that
A
your
dead
final
hand.
answer?
A glove, I guess.
Okay, so Connie said glove and Slide said a dead hand. Ooh, Connie! Ooh, Connie! Connie girl! Ooh, Slide!
I know.
Oh, Slide. This what you call me up here for. This what you call me up here for. This what you call me up here for. Oh, God.
Oh, so that was a good one though. You win some, you lose some though.
No, it was fun. It was fun for real. I'm just making jokes because he was calling scary in the chat.
So
the fellas brought it home last week, so you know, enjoy your win, enjoy your victory. You know, it's only temporary.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'll be back. Don't worry. Don't worry, chat. I'm with the chat because most of the answers I was thinking of were just about the same thing the chat was coming up with. I was lost tonight.
Yeah,
Like I had a college algebra test last week, and I swear
mhm,
studying for those finals whooped my ass.
I can't
And I'm telling
imagine.
you, it did not whoop me any worse than this tonight. I promise you.
Oh man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I made a B on the test. I failed tonight. So
Oh, congratulations.
yeah.
Congratulations, man.
And the round of applause goes to our contestants. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. Oh, and this is also for the chat. Oh.
Don't worry, D Dot. I got some Tylenol here just for you, babe. I got some aspirin. I got some Tylenol. I got some Kush, whatever you want.
He thought it was so crazy.
Got some
This was
Cedrin.
really good.
So I might even have some. Might even have some Midol over here. I don't know. I'm struggling tonight.
This was fun, y'all. This was fun.
Congratulations to Connie and well played, Clyde Jones. Okay. You
I'll be
did
back.
good.
I'll be
You'll
back to represent
right?
for the fellas.
Yeah,
It was
bring
really
whatever
good.
squad you need. Bring whatever squad you need, Slide.
This
Yeah,
one was
what happened to my man, the DJ? What's his name?
behind the bar. He was in here
Yeah.
in the previous live that I was on here, but I don't know what happened to him because he was so excited about doing riddles. So I don't know what happened. If he's sleeping or whatever, getting ready for work, I don't know.
I don't know. I might
Yeah.
have to call some of these First Amendment auditors in the house. I might have to get Big Nick or get Accountability One or get some of the family over here and get this work. There's some really smart people over there in that community too. So a lot of lawyers and people that know the law and stuff. So yeah, it'll be fun to kind of mix it up with those guys too.
Ooh,
Said that.
Fifi came with an answer. Fifi says a mannequin. Not a bad answer.
Right,
Think
right.
about it. But does the mannequin only have one hand though? Because then they'll just have the one thumb and the four fingers. So
I've
the
seen
only
some real beat up mannequins, especially in the hood. I ain't lying. I done seen some pretty beat up mannequins. Missing an eye, lashes falling down. Okay, Carrie, I'm gonna drop down because my little
Thank
one
you
is
so
knocking
much.
on the door.
I had fun. I
Happy
took my butt whooping in stride, Connie, but I'll
Yes,
be back next week.
take it like a man. All right, I'll see y'all next week.
I might like it.
All right.
Thank you, Connie. Thank you for coming up and for being the winner, girl. Ow. Connie had to drop down, guys. But wasn't that really cool? That was really good. That was good, Connie. Let me give her another. Does it actually sound like a round of applause? Because it sounds like all noise to me. Does it sound like a good round of applause? Could you hear it good? I don't know. The slide's still here. Ooh, hold on. I'm sorry. Did I put you out? What happened? I'm not sure what happened, Slide. You're back.
Yeah, I'm here.
You did well. You got 2 points. Connie got 5. Better luck next time, and you did well still.
I'm
You
glad I
know
got one. Those questions were hard tonight.
that would have been so bad if she won all 5 and you were at 0. I would be so I would feel so bad for you, Slide. I'm sorry.
I
Mm-mm.
know. That'd be
After that
terrible.
ass whooping you gave the girls last week. Mm-mm.
No, I had help last week. It wasn't all me. I had the bar too, and he answered. He came in clutch right there near the end. So, it was a team effort. I don't take credit for that at all.
Behind the
So,
bar and Sly Jones against Coolin and the crew with Connie. That was so cool last week. That was fun.
and you did mention Cash App. So, since
Yeah.
Connie, since I don't feel bad for whooping on her now, since she done whooped on me, now we can add some stakes in this thing. So you did mention Cash App before. So,
Yeah, we had
I might have some pennies to throw into the pool. So if the chat would be so inclined, if they enjoy the show and enjoy the games and whatnot, and they want to donate to the pool and see that the winner comes out with a little bread, so I'm just throwing it out there. This ain't my channel, but I'm just saying. If they want to show some love and put a little something in the kitty for the winner of the winning team or the winning individual. However, I think that'd be fun. And then everybody will have some stake in the game.
Okay, sounds cool.
Yeah, and that way you don't have to come out of your pocket either. It can be, driven, almost like bingo, how it's kind of driven by the winnings almost, or at least by the players.
Oh yeah, 1 second. Yes, Connie, I'm sorry. How could I ever forget? Just my 5 cents was up there too. Yeah, I'm sorry. She was. I'm hoping she's okay because she wasn't feeling so well. I should check on her. Okay, so you say you're gonna add to the pools. Do you want to put your cash app in the chat?
I'm saying I wouldn't mind adding to the kitty for the next game, even if I don't play. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see somebody win, a little cash prize or something. So like I said, I'm just putting an idea out there, and if other people are interested, I'm more than happy to contribute.
Okay, so I'll put my cash app up. I don't normally do this. So it would go towards the person who wins next week.
Yeah, that way you don't have to come out of pocket, because we're all here enjoying this and everything. And then when people see there's actually, cash out there, I think more people would actually probably jump in too.
Okay, hold on.
I'll even get it
I
started.
got some noise in my back.
Are you aware of
Ooh. Carry Ray 16.
This one I definitely have to give out because it's a part of what I was doing last week when we were giving back to the subscribers.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna go ahead and give what I have already to the winner. She, even though she's busy, I don't know if she's still hearing or whatever. But dang, this noise. Hold on. So congratulations to Connie, and I'm gonna be sending you the cash app in, let us say, 5 minutes. Congratulations, Connie. Is that it? That's all? How did my sound go? Okay. And then I put my cash app up. Slide Jones is saying, okay, what we could do is start a pool. I'm not keeping my cash up for too long. It's down. Okay, so we'll do that for next week too, and I'll also pitch in. So we'll see who wins next week. We'll start off kind of, maybe with a 20 or something like that, 25, 30. We'll see how it goes. Congratulations to Connie. I appreciate you guys for clicking the link and being a part of the game tonight. That was really cool. Look at Connie. Congratulations, girl.
And I practice what I preach, so I think you just got my cash out. It looks like it went through.
Let me check real
It's a
quickly.
little
Hold on.
little donation to the cause. Put my money where my mouth is.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it, Sly Jones. Ow.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually gonna go ahead and put this towards next week's pool.
Okay.
Yay! Hey, Ronnie Q. Yeah,
I mean,
Connie,
I'm gonna win it all back anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Ah!
I'm just doubling my money. It,
Do you think I should go back to riddles or just do the same thing, something similar to this? Because this one was a little bit harder tonight, right?
that was hard. That was tough. We need more time. We need like at least because we need time to think. On those harder questions like that.
Okay. All right, we'll see how it goes. Okay, cool. We got Isaiah. Thank you so much for contributing to next week's pool, Slide Jones. And if there's a let me hold on. I appreciate you for doing that. So I'll put that towards next week's pool when we do it. Hopefully Tuesday again, I guess. So we'll see how it goes. Monday or Tuesday, we'll see how it goes. And Connie, do you still have the same? Oh, And for those who want to donate to next week's pool, next week's game, so we could put that up for the next winner for next week. There goes my cash app on the screen. Connie, is your cash app still the same thing? Let me know. Hope you didn't change it or anything. So I'll just go ahead and send it to you. Is it the same one? Please let me know. D dot says, yes, more time in between these questions. Oh my god. D dot says I have to think. D dot was in the comment section saying, "Oh, I feel so stupid." Oh, let me go back up here. D dot and Betty White was like, "Nope, mm-mm.
Every
We're
time I
pressing
thought I had to
for
find a
something."
pattern, it was something easy. And then if I overthought it, it was something, I was just totally backwards.
And new biology dropped down and saved the day for one of the questions. Okay. Ooh, somebody just came in here. Let me ask them a question. Ronnie Q. D dot, don't say that, girl. Don't say, the, Connie. Why did you put it? Delete that, Connie. Just say yes. These people are weird in the cloud sometimes. Okay, I'm doing this for you. You hear me, Connie? I'll use the one that I have already. I don't know if you're cool with it being in the chat, but I know why I removed it. You, if you're cool with it, you can put it back. But I know why I removed it. Got some weird people on here. Or you come back up here and I'll tell you in the back chat. All right. Ronnie Q, did you just come on here? Isaiah has another one. Isaiah says the nurse said there was a fire across the street and wouldn't want. Oh, is that an answer? Hold on. Oh, it's an answer. A lawyer woke up from surgery and asked the nurse why were the blinds drawn. The nurse said there was a fire across the street and wouldn't want him to think the operate. Ooh, ooh. That's why she would. Okay. D dot says I overthink everything. Okay. Ronnie Q, you just came in here. Do you think we should test Ronnie Q out? Sly Jones. What do you think?
Oh, for
Should
sure.
we test her out?
Tell her, come on.
Ooh. Ronnie Q girl.
Come on, Ronnie
Are you
Q.
ready for this, Ronnie?
Calling you.
Ronnie, we
You still there?
do you know I've been here talking away the whole time? And I was here laughing at Betty White's thing and everything. And I was muted the entire time. Oh hell, I am not saying everything all the way over. Mm.
Can you hear me?
Hey not Connie. Hey Ronnie.
Hi.
Hey Bab. Are you ready for this, Ronnie?
Yeah, I've been here like 15 minutes. I was sewing, so I couldn't participate. So I was
So that
just
means you
listening.
heard some of does it mean you heard some of the answers?
I heard the last two questions.
Okay, so we're gonna give her the first couple ones then. Are you ready? Are you ready for it, Ronnie Q?
Yes.
All right, let's go. Let me find my sound effects because it gives me great joy to play them. Hold on.
Womp, womp, womp.
Okay, the first one is how many holes does this T-shirt have? Go.
Hold on. I gotta scroll up. I don't see the whole picture.
Okay.
10.
10. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Ooh. Okay. Next. What is the missing number?
Where's my sound effect?
Oh, shoot. Ow. I was so I was so shocked at how quickly she got it slide. So I didn't even remember
Hey,
the sound effects.
yeah, because I was pretty much lost after that one.
Okay. Oh, I saw that. Okay, next one. Come through, Ronnie Q. Next one. What is the missing number here? What is the missing number?
1.
One.
Yes. Okay.
Why am I laughing? Okay. It's not one, Ronnie. The missing number is five. You were too quick with that one. She said it was one. It was five. Okay. How do you know? If you look carefully at the number eight, there are eight sticks put together, or eight, whatever it is, put together to form the number eight. Is that how it was? Hold on. Okay. Each number is the number of pieces the number
7.
was before, right? Yeah. So the digital eight has seven
Oh,
pieces, not eight, seven. And
right.
then seven has how many? Ooh, 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 ooh. And
5
then
pieces.
seven. Right. So it's five. Ready
And
for the
so
next one?
the next number is 5. Okay.
Right. Next one. Which word is the odd one out?
Oh, keep.
Final answer?
Yes.
It's
Okay, let me
third.
try one more time.
Ooh!
Okay.
It came up. Like
It's
it came
what?
up.
It's what?
It's grid.
Why?
Every other word there, if you flip it around,
Ah,
it makes another word. But somebody was in the chat that says "derg" is the word. I don't know how true that is, but if you notice, you can get guns, mad, snap, peak, evil, part, star, but you can't get derg.
okay. I get it.
Okay, ready for the next one?
I don't know.
I'm on my sound effects. Where are my sound effects? Let's go. Next one. If it takes $12 stamps, $1 stamps to make a dozen, how many $1.50 stamps does it take to make a dozen? Okay, Betty. 3
6.
dots. How many?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Let me
If
get
it
these
takes
sound
12
effects.
$1 stamps to make a dozen, how many $150 does it take to make a dozen? 6.
Final answer?
Yes.
Carrie loves that buzzer.
I
If it takes
do.
12 $1 stamps to make a dozen, how many?
A dozen of anything is always 12.
Ah! And I'm thinking of half. Okay.
Okay, you gotta get this one, Ronnie. What number car park is the car on? You gotta get this one.
78.
Is that your final answer?
No, wait a minute. Yeah, 78. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Ooh, my
Wait a minute.
finger was on the
Wait a minute. Wait a
buzzer.
minute. Wait a minute. Well, you said it was buzzer, so that's automatically I had it wrong. 68.
68, final
Mm-hmm.
answer.
Yes. What is it?
It's 87. Flip this baby around and you see the numbers in sequential order. It's 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, and 91. So the next number would have been 87. Just
Ah,
turn it all the way around. Turn it
okay.
upside down.
That was the last one. That was the last one.
I'll give you one more because I see you gotta go. Because your dog
No,
is
no, they're just barking at the door.
okay. Okay.
Saucy. Shh.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, next. You can throw me off a tall building and it won't hurt me. If you put me in water, I'll break. What am I?
How much time you have? 30 seconds?
30 seems like a long time, though. Maybe 15?
Air. I don't know.
Ooh, you throwing air off the building, Ronnie Q?
If you throw me off a building, I won't break. If you throw me off the building, I'll be fine. But if what breaks in water? Molecules. I don't
Final
know.
answer?
Yes.
This is time me getting my revenge from Spanish classes that I didn't do so well in. Hold on. The answer is
It's
actually
paper?
yes. Oh, you would have gotten it, Ronnie. You
No,
would
I
have
saw it in
gotten
the
it.
chat. No, I saw it in the chat.
Blue came down to save the day,
Yeah.
and you got Smarty Pants D dot in the. D dot is like, listen, I'm smart. Okay,
Well, paper. Okay.
the
Okay. I have
breaking
to.
part is the
I had
problem.
to. I had to look at it in different terms. Okay.
Mhm.
One more. Okay.
One more.
This is for double jeopardy or whatever. Double or
Okay, this is
nothing.
for the right. Let's go. Woo! What is wrong with this sign?
Uh, it's marked up as a date as opposed to stop saucy. No, I don't know. I don't know. It looks like a date as opposed to I don't know.
Well,
Wait a minute.
well. Ooh, I put the answer. Ooh, I'm sorry. Did you hear? Did you come in when we were trying to figure out the
The
words?
shine should read 24/7 52. The sequence of hours in a day, days in a week, then days in a year. It should be hours a day. I don't understand. 24/7. Those are hours. 365 is days. I got it. I got it. But the sign looked fine to me. Are you there?
This whole time I'm behind here laughing and stuff, and I'm on mute. Maybe it was a good thing. I can't remember to unmute my thing. Yeah, that's it. So it's hours in a day, which is 24, days
Yeah,
in a week, which is 7,
th-
and weeks in a
weeks in
year,
a
which is
year,
52.
365. Wait a minute,
Which
52
is
weeks in a
52,
year.
right? So did you hear when they were trying to figure out the word to make the words? the letters to make a word? Were you
No,
here for that one?
no,
I think I
no.
want you to do that one for the last one. One for
D-Dot
the
said, don't
road.
feel bad. I had no clue either. Okay, I'm ready.
Ready? This is your final, final, final one, Ronnie Q. What is this nine-letter word? That's so it's SLE at the bottom. There are three I's. There's an A, a B, and a T. Go ahead, Ronnie Q.
I don't know.
See, that's why we need more time to think.
I have no idea.
These are tough. I almost forgot what it was, and I just played 10 minutes ago.
What is it?
It starts with the letter A. I'll give you a clue.
I don't know.
Oh. Ooh, Betty White is helping you out. D Dot says, I know, I know, I know, I know. What is it, D Dot? Do you know it ends with the letter S?
Alabaster? I don't know.
Well, don't
Okay,
worry, guys.
Ronnie's over it. The
I got a
word.
brain teaser for Carrie coming up.
Ooh, I'm
So,
afraid.
so for those of us who have been punished tonight by these difficult answers, I promise you, if she can show what I gave her before the end of the stream tonight, we may be able to get a little revenge back on Miss thing over here
Who is this on here with
with her
me?
buzzer.
This is
This
Slide
slide.
Jones. Oh,
Hi,
I'm sorry. Go
Slide. I
ahead.
didn't speak. I'm sorry.
You good, babe?
I don't know what this is. I have no idea. Whoever else had it guess before she tells us.
Ooh, guess who got it?
Abilities. Yes. Oh, the three eyes really screwed me up. I'm like, I don't know any word with three eyes because I don't have any abilities. But
Slide. I'm
go
sorry.
ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, Slide said he has one to give me a paid back. You can share your screen if you want to. Slide. Do you want to?
Oh no, you can play it. I sent you the link. Just and it doesn't even require sound, but it's a video that we use in my psychology class, in Psych 101, and I'd say maybe only one or two people in the class actually got the answer right. So when you show it, it's basically one of those tests where you count how many times the ball is thrown, and you know or whatever. You'll see. You'll see.
Okay, I already opened it. I'm trying to get this Grammarly ad to run first.
Okay.
This Grammarly ad, and it doesn't even allow me to skip. So
I love
I'm sure you
Grammarly.
guys can hear it. Can you
No, we
hear
don't
it?
hear it. No.
Okay. It wouldn't even allow me to skip the ad. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Let me share my screen. Let me remove all of my stuff from on here first. These crazy people on here. At this point, look at what we're doing in the beef sector. People can't even be themselves and show stuff and whatever. Let me make sure I'm good. Okay. Let me share my screen. And hopefully none of my emails or nothing pops up. No
None of your
notifications.
Ooh.
tabs.
None,
Ooh.
ooh.
Behind the scenes. I
None
want
of
to
my
see.
work emails just pop up on this thing. I hope I was signed out. I think I am. Hold on. Present screen. Okay.
They don't need to see our private conversations.
I found it. Here we go. Let me know if you guys can see it. Can you see it?
Not yet.
Can you blow it up?
Okay.
Here it comes.
Yeah, there it is.
Ooh. Okay. I'm afraid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, are you guys gonna
And
laugh
if
at
you can, I want you to pause it at a certain point when it gets to the question about how many times the ball was thrown.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, you guys help me out here. I'm nervous. I
All
think
right,
I
guys,
might.
pay attention. Watch the
Ooh.
screen carefully.
So I okay. Okay. Okay.
So selective
Ooh.
attention.
Ooh.
Count how many times.
You said I don't have to play the audio?
No, no. Count how many times a player's wearing white pass the ball.
Ooh, hold on. I gotta
Yeah,
start over.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Come on, Grammarly, do not come back. Okay, so we're gonna count how many times. Oh, I didn't see the wearing white, and then you said it after. I'm ready now. Let's go. The
Okay.
players wearing the white passes the ball. Go.
Okay, pause it right there.
I got the answer.
Okay. All right, now the chat. How many balls did you see thrown by the people in white shirts? How many
8.
passes?
8.
I
Okay,
got more
Ronnie
than
Q says 8. Levon says 10. Bap says 14. How many you
I
got,
got
babe?
I got 12.
12. Blue. What's up, Blue? I've never seen that name in the chat before. What's up? Blue got 14. D Dot has 14. Betty White has 14. Okay. And Carrie, how many did you say you had?
I got 12.
Okay. Now go ahead and press play.
Oh, I'm nervous. Okay. Okay. Oh!
Okay, the correct
Ooh!
answer is 15 passes. But did you see the gorilla?
Ooh!
What gorilla? No,
Ooh!
that's a good question. I didn't
That
see
gorilla
Oh!
right there that
We were
stopped and
so
looked at
focused.
y'all and beat his chest and kept on walking.
Oh my god! Ah!
But that didn't happen during the passing.
Yeah, it did. That was the real video. That was just slowed down.
Okay,
No.
do it again. Start the video over.
You sound just like my classmate.
You were
I
so
wish she
focused.
was here.
Remember the one you sent me, Clyde? The other one
Oh,
you showed me?
Oh yeah.
okay. So that didn't happen. It just happened just then.
So we were so focused on counting the ball. The
Is that
pass.
what you're saying? Go
Play
ahead.
Play it.
Did
Hold
it
on.
happen in the original?
Yeah. So all they did
Oh,
was slow it down so we could see that a gorilla actually passed. While we were there, watching and counting the ball,
Yeah, play
the
the original.
whole gorilla passed through,
wow.
and we were
Yeah.
focused on the ball. This is similar
Yeah.
to the jump rope one you showed me. Slide. Look at that.
Yeah. Oh, you saw the jump rope one before?
I watched the ones you showed me the links for. Ooh, you see
Yeah,
that?
the jump rope one was crazy. That one melted my brain. Has your chat ever seen that one?
I didn't.
I did not see the gorilla. And I only saw
Really?
8 passes.
Ooh, really? Lavon saw it. Lavon says she saw it. Come on, let's go again, Ronnie. Actually, we're so busy watching the ball when there is a whole gorilla that passed through somebody in a gorilla suit. Let's look.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you when it comes in. And it walked in so slowly. Shit.
It's as smooth as you please, and then stopped.
There we go. Look at that. You see it?
When I had a criminal justice class, we had
Yes.
something similar to this too, and everybody was asked to give their account of the criminal, and everybody in the classroom had a different color shirt, different color pants, had the height different. Some people had the race of the man different. All of that from an eyewitness testimony, and they said that's how untrustworthy eyewitness testimony is in a court case.
Yeah,
I'm glad you
eyewitness
mentioned that because that's
testimony
what I
is
was
very
thinking about.
untrustworthy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why a lot of people are in jail based upon eyewitness testimony, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And that's how
Unfortunately.
simple it is for something like that to just pass right by you and never see it.
Yeah. Who
Now,
is Breezy Main? Is Breezy Main trying to dock somebody in here? Did Breezy Main drop down with a name in the chat?
I had it on. I had it on large screen, so I didn't see it.
Do you know
I
why?
was trying to count the ball.
Yeah. Do you know why I think we didn't see it? Because the gorilla, there were other people there, but they were in darker shirts, and we were focused on the white. So
Right.
gorilla could, blend in because we're not looking to see the dark stuff. We're looking for the white only. Ooh,
Now,
due
now,
diligence falls under situational awareness.
Sly Jones says something interesting that he knows people in the audit section, and I watch audit videos quite frequently. And one thing that I want to know from you,
Mm-hmm.
they say that when you're in a public place, you have no, you
You
have
have no
no
right to
expectancy
no
of
expectation of privacy
privacy,
in public.
right? In
That is
public,
absolutely true. And there's a lot of perverts that get off from that. But at the same time, until the laws are more clear, the First Amendment auditors are using those loopholes to be able to go places. And it's not even really a loophole. I mean, if you go to a place that the policy is you can't have a camera, that's not law. And law trumps policy. They can
policy,
trespass
right?
you if it's private property, but if it's public property like a post office or federal building or something like that, there's different rules where as long as there's a breezeway or public access, that you do have
Right.
certain rights within those areas. But is it in good taste? That's where certain conflicts come in, because where certain First Amendment auditors only go after police and law enforcement and DEA and stuff like that, you have the ones that just go out to a construction site and just start filming guys on forklifts, which they know the guys are going to be amped up. They know these guys are working hard, and they go out there and shove a camera in their face just because they can, to me, doesn't really serve a purpose. And I've had discussions with auditors, and some agree, some disagree. Some got different motivations, and some are just messy and want to get views on their channels and will actually aggravate cops. Some of them guys actually go to jail or get hurt. To exercise your right to freedom, I think is fine, but I think there's limits to it. And I think you shouldn't do anything outside of good taste. Just like you wouldn't film outside of a swimming pool where there's kids and women in bathing suits, and I'm just standing there filming for whatever reason. I can do it. It's legal, but is it in good taste? Should I do it? Should I get upset if somebody confronts me? Those are those things in auditing that I found, those gray areas that could still kind of bother me about it.
And I've seen auditors where they film outside of a police precinct's public, not public, the private parking lot where policemen park their private vehicles. So with getting information off a license plate, you can get various information off of the cop who's parking his private vehicle in the parking lot. So I can see why they are kind of like testy about you not wanting to film their private vehicles, because you can, deem information from that.
Yeah, and it was the same thing when I was in the National Guard back when Timothy McVeigh bombed the Oklahoma Federal Building. That was 94, and I went to basic in 95. And even back then, they were afraid of civilians. It wasn't terrorists, it wasn't Muslims that were the threat. It was white nationalists. It was guys like that. So we had to be on the lookout for people like that back then, because they were the threat. They didn't want us having National Guard tags on our car. They didn't want us having anything on our cars that identified us as soldiers or anything like that, because they felt like that would make us targets to people like that didn't like the government or whatever. And you don't never know these people's motivation. If you don't have YouTube and you don't know what an auditor is, and you just got some weirdos out in camouflage and masks standing outside of your job with cameras and everything, and they're being confrontational, and they're speaking gibberish, they're doing things they know that will antagonize you. I don't think they're doing that in the name of free speech. I think that can be intrusive.
Some of those videos I watch, they really are intrusive. They're in people's faces. They're shouting at them. They actually go there to like literally bother these people, like to get a rise out of them. You know. So I
And
don't
see,
like
that
that.
makes it, and that's what's bad in the community, because it makes it bad for guys like Big Nick. It makes it bad for guys like where I live, a guy named O'Shea Jackson, former Army Ranger, who confronts him in the name of the young black guys that get shot by cops. He does it in the name of the
Right.
community, where in my city we've had 300 shootings almost this year. You know what I'm saying? So these activists go out, and I hate to say this and make it about race, but the black activists are more in the community and confronting the police. The white auditors are more in the face of somebody at an airline or a construction job, or hey, this guy gave me a hard time the last time we were here, so let's bring 8 more people out here and stand out in front of the sidewalk in front of his business. I
A
feel like at
federal
that point it's just,
building or something. Yeah.
yeah, I think at that point it's being antagonistic. But if you're doing it to keep the cops in check, and the cops, security, whoever they are, go overboard, I don't like that. I don't like when cops abuse their authority, and it's almost necessary to know where the line is drawn, to know where people's legal rights are. But and that's one of the good things that comes out of auditing, is that you learn about your rights, and you're curious enough to go out and not just Google it, but actually go out and find out, what can I do, what can I not do, what rights do the police have. Like, for instance, getting pulled over. If you're a passenger in a car, most states don't require the passenger to show ID. I learned that from audit videos. I learned that if I'm out in public and I'm just standing there minding my business, and a cop wants to do a Terry frisk, well, you might fit the description. I don't know you. Are you from here? Let me see your ID. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't have to show you my ID. Or you're going to make this hard for me. Huh? Do I need to call my backup? No, I just don't want to show you my ID, sir. I'm minding my business. Oh, you're a tough guy, huh? Oh, they start calling you names. They get aggravated. By that time, a person that's done absolutely nothing is sitting in the back of a car,
But
auditing.
some, but
Uh-huh.
but the thing is, you have to know for sure if your state is a stop and identify states, because you say most states, some states are, and if you don't identify, then you can be arrested for failure to identify. Now, identifying could be as simple as telling them
Oh, her voice faded out.
sorry. I'm
Oh,
sorry. Some cops will still press you, and they will still say if you don't present a physical ID, they will still, arrest you for in hampering an investigation, obstruction. But by law, you are not under any law. The law doesn't require you to help a officer with their investigation. So that's
right.
a bogus charge right there. And a lot of people don't know that. But you need to be sure that if a cop asks you for your ID, if you're in the passenger seat, if you must supply an ID. But IDing is giving them your name. And you're never supposed to give an officer your social security number. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, and the officer will get whatever they can out of you. And like I said, I'm not here to bash cops, and I know that cops are necessary. And I think that what auditing has done is expose a lot of the bad cops. Because auditors have gone out on actual scenes, crime scenes, and saw cops plant evidence. They've saw cops ask inappropriate questions. They've witnessed cops abuse witnesses and abuse and force testimony from people. They've even had business owners to solicit trespass warrants against people for just standing outside of a building waiting on an Uber. You know what I'm
There,
saying? So it's that kind of stuff that needs to stop.
Oh,
It's that kind
wow.
of stuff that needs to stop.
right.
Nobody, like I said, I'm not here to bash cops. I don't necessarily trust them. I have
Yeah.
brothers in my mosque that are cops. What I'm saying? I've had, brothers and in law enforcement and military and whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate them for what they do. I just wish the good cops would do
Don't
more to
like the
stop the
dirty
bad cops.
ones.
Yeah.
Right. And then, can you imagine you waiting on an Uber and some cop pulls up to you, trying to be, arresting you for trespassing, ticketing you for trespassing?
And
That
they'll
is
go into
just them looking
business.
for something easy to do. Like, oh, this is an easy job. Go look for the criminals out there and leave people alone.
And then the
No.
business owners don't want to be bothered. So if a cop goes in there and says, "Hey, you got Joe Blow out here with his pants sagging or down, and he says he's waiting on a ride, and he's been out there for 30 minutes. Do you want him gone, ma'am?" "Yes, I want him gone." Then he's gone. You know what I'm saying? And there's stuff like that, no
Yeah.
understanding or anything. And there's too many stories like that bother me. And I'm glad to have the auditors around at actual crime scenes to deal with actual police matters. Leave civilians alone, leave firefighters alone, leave, if you see an ambulance and you see a victim, that's been part of a violent crime, back off. You know what I'm saying? Keep what you do in good taste and you'll have more validity in what you do.
And
Otherwise, they do look like shit starters and stuff, and they do like their antagonizers, and then that takes away their credibility.
but a
Yeah.
lot of times, like a cop cannot pull up on you and say, "Okay, you're trespassing," because the owner of the property has to say that they want you gone. A cop just can't trespass you without permission from the owner of the facility building property that you on requesting that you be trespassed to. So a lot of people don't know that. A cop just can't come up to you and say, "Oh, you're just trespassing on this property." A
Right.
cop can't trespass you.
Or having a block party at the local grocery store in the hood. And all these places are interconnected. Apartment complex, store, community, all these places kind of meet up in one place. And when they have block parties and community events and stuff like that, usually the police know. And for the most part, they'll back off and leave people alone. But since I watched the auditing videos, I can give you 100 different examples of people just having a good time and maybe a couple beers, saying people, drinking, having a good time. And the police just come in like it's a riot. There's no fighting. There's been no reports of violence. There's been no trespassing. There's been nothing like that. No violation of personal property. But still, they come in like guns blazing and starched up in their little tight T-shirts and their little Oakley sunglasses and they don't talk. They look at you like robots. They don't speak. And when you try to reason with them, they don't want to talk to you. They don't want to reason with you. They just want you to get out of their face. They're in charge. You shut up. You only speak when spoken to. And I've had to tell them before, I'm not in your army. I don't answer to you like that. I'm not a sovereign citizen. I'm not trying to buck the system. But remember who you're talking to. I'm not your child. You know what I'm saying? I'm not your family member. I'm not your wife or your kid. So, I demand that respect from a cop. I serve my country just like they gave an oath. And like I say, it's the oath breakers I have a problem with.
To uphold the Constitution. And one of your constitutional rights is that a cop must be, if they can't just come up to you and say, "You look like a suspect, you look suspicious, what are you doing here? Oh, I'm going to arrest you on suspicion." And see, that's another thing that cops able to to arrest on obstruction only with no underlying charge. That should be abolished in all 50 states because they can just take you to jail on obstruction or resisting arrest when they have no
Disorderly
underlying
conduct.
charge. No, I mean this resisting arrest in particular, but they have no underlying charge that they are arresting you for. So the only charge you're arrested for is resisting arrest. How can you resist arrest when you're not under arrest for anything other than resisting arrest? What are
Exactly.
you being arrested for? And so many people get hauled in, taken to jail on resisting arrest alone charges. And several states have outlawed a cop being able to just people on the sole charge of resisting arrest, and it makes sense.
Yeah. And now Betty White said something in the chat. She's asked me if I put on the uniform, wouldn't I be a little bit guarded? I would have to look at myself as a citizen first and then a soldier, because I have a gun, a taser, I have mace, I have handcuffs. I have a radio. I have backup. I have helicopters. I have all these forces
I
behind
got
me
training.
You have training.
at a moment's
You have
notice.
de-escalation training. You have all
Okay.
these things.
And if
So
this is
what
my
tool are
chosen
you gonna pull
career,
first?
right? If this is my chosen career, I should have a cool enough head to be able to treat people like citizens first. If it's a guns blazing situation, yeah, just like in the military, I'm going to be locked, cocked, and ready to rock. Make sure my boys are straight. Want to make sure everybody's got their equipment and make sure we go in hot and we do what we're supposed to do and get the job done. I can appreciate that. But it's how they treat civilians, it's how they treat regular citizens, it's how they talk to people, it's how they feel like they have this blank check, like they're just gods that can rule over us. And if we don't talk, act, do the way that they deem fit in front of them, then they can do whatever they see fit to us and get away with it because the judges, the DA, the lawyers all on their side because they're these great heroes and first responders and back to blue and all that other stuff.
But that all this is just fallacy. And let's be honest, if you're a cop showing up to a distress call and your main thought is I'm not dying today, you're not working under your duty as a cop, because your duty as a cop is not to just make sure that you're not dying today. Your duty is to show up and to aid the situation. And just because you don't want to die today does not give you the right to trample all over my constitutional right as a law-abiding American citizen.
That's why the old guys have to come out on the scene and act like they got some kind of common freaking sense. Because the young ones are starched up, amped up on monster drinks and Red Bull and cocaine and everything else. And you can see it in their eyes. You can see it in their actions. And they're so afraid of saying something wrong in litigation that they would just rather not say anything and stare at you while you're asking questions and trying to reason or just see, okay, why are you questioning me? What are you doing here? How can I help you? And at that point that they feel like you're beneath them, they'll look at you like scum. I mean, they just treat you and look at you like absolute scum. And that's not the criminals. These are civilians. So I would hate to be on the other side of the system, especially me being a black male, especially, at my age and everything. I'm 45 now. And, I'm a little more peaceful than I used to be in my young days. I'm so glad I didn't have these encounters, when I was young.
Betty White, a hissy fit does not denote that you're going to shoot somebody. You're shooting somebody because they're having a hissy fit. Maybe you're not fit for the job that you want to make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year on.
And it takes a certain level of patience. And if there's more people in the community that you grew up around doing the policing, and like I said, I'm not saying I have a problem with police, but if the police come from among us and they know your uncle and he went to school with your nephew and cousin and blah, 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 he's less likely to kill you. You get a cop from another city that just comes here and needs a job. He's probably a trash cop in the city he came from. And that's what they do. They keep trash cops in the rotation. The good ones get kicked out because they don't follow orders blindly and they don't treat people like shit. They actually try to engage with the community and act like people, but the blue comes before the people. And out of any cop that you ask cops in a blind study, they're always going to tell you the blue comes before anything. If their brother in blue murders somebody in cold blood, they'll never speak a word of it. But if their family member did it, they'll bust them out before them because the blue code. And that blue code has a lot of blood on it. I don't even like to see the thin blue line.
Betty Wright, you're right. There are bad people in every profession, but every profession don't have guns that and have the right to shoot you when, as you yourself said, you're not going home because someone having a hissy fit. A hissy fit does not denounce or denote a threat on your life.
And I'll take it one step further than that too, Ronnie Q, is the fact that you gave an oath. I feel like the same oath that a cop gives is the same oath that a soldier gives, and that is the same oath that a doctor gives when he says to do no harm. If a soldier goes over to Afghanistan, kills a village full of women and children because he hates Afghans or he hates Muslims and he hates whatever, so he did that because he thinks that Muslims are from the devil. You know how they think. I don't have to explain it. and the soldier just goes off and kills a whole bunch of people. But he gets away with it because they may have been a threat. It's okay because he's an American hero and he's a soldier and he's fighting for our freedom and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But he's a cold blooded baby killer. But he'll get medals for that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they reward the violence. They like the violence. How many of these people do you see now with these shirts on, these tight ass t-shirts with the backwards flag on it, like they're just about to go run into war? I don't know if everybody in the chat may know, but that symbol of that reverse flag, that means that you're going into combat. You know, usually when you see a flag on a pole, the stars are on the left, the stripes are on the right. Well, these t-shirts, this American propaganda, this Ku Klux Klan shit, they got the flag backwards because they're supposed to be running into danger and defending Trump and fighting the communists and, you know, the Proud Boys and all that shit. And it's in their symbolism. And if the cops weren't so wrapped up in that shit, then that'd be a little more trustworthy. But they've got their own gang and they got their own thin blue line. And in California, they actually have gangs of cops, like mafia. And you better not mess with them because they're too powerful.
Exactly. And they have gangs. They have gangs in like say LAPD is the biggest gang in Los Angeles. So Betty White, you're conflating apples with oranges. If somebody's coming at you with a machete, that
You have
is
every right to protect your life.
if
You know, that
somebody
doesn't have anything to do with law
if
enforcement.
somebody's coming at you with a machete, that is you meet that with lethal force because that's a lethal weapon. If someone is having a hissy fit, as you said, if you don't understand the cultural dynamics of a community that you're policing and you fear everything that is different from what you grew up with as some type of aggression or threat, then that's a problem.
And
That's all I'm
and
saying.
then you got to also look at from 2000. No, I would say from 1988 till now. Look at all the different CSI Miami and all these other cop shows that you've had. Every single show, the cops can rough up the bad guys, and it's okay. The cops can beat them up. The cops are always right. All these lawyer shows, all these crime shows, the cop Law and Order, they're always right. They always win the case. That plants a seed in people's minds, you know, that these people are actually benevolent, that they actually mean well. You know what I'm saying? And it's bullshit. You know, I go ahead.
Betty White, I am going to start with you because I'm just basing my comments on the things that you're saying. And the things that you're saying does not mean the things that you said prior to the machete is not reason for a cop to pull out his gun and shoot people. Look how many cops are being called on mental to tend to the mentally unstable and then wind up shooting and killing a person who is having some type of psychosis or something going on. Just because you're in a psychosis doesn't mean that you should be shot and killed by a cop, because a cop can say you weren't following orders. The whole point of you being in a psychosis means that you're not within your right state of mind.
Right, but the same
So
people that
don't
this
Do you
start with
remember the
me
no
young
no
because
no
man
no,
that
no.
got arrested? What's the name of that guy? There was a case with this guy who was sitting on the lawn. He had some type of mental illness or something he had. Don't remember what it was called. And because he was not responding to the cops' wishes and stuff, they tased him.
Right.
And he had a whole I don't remember what the condition he had. But he got so the cop tased the dude. The
Mm-hmm.
guy had an issue and
and
he just could not respond to the cop and the things he was being told to do. I
some
don't remember. I
people
need to find that article.
some people have seizure disorders. A seizure disorder, when you have small seizures, you are not able to respond. You can hear what's going on around you, but you cannot respond. You cannot move. And what if you're having a seizure disorder? You may be looking strange to someone because you're stuck. You can't move. You can't communicate. You can't do anything because you're in an actual seizure. Now, if a cop comes up and gives you all these commands and things like that, and you can't meet the commands, look at people who have actually been in car accidents because they've had medical emergencies, who could not follow orders, who were beaten, jailed, and everything by cops because they were having medical emergency. Sugar, diabetes, sugars, if
Right.
you know,
And I
real
make this
high. and
And
all
you're,
these things.
yeah, Ronnie Q is absolutely right. And to add to what she's saying, it's not so much, Betty, that anybody is trying to bash cops. Well, the thing is, we are specifically talking about First Amendment auditors and cops. So, that's why we're talking about cops. The thing I have a problem with is the frequency. The fact that I can turn on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, any social media and see a cop absolutely losing his mind or beating the shit out of somebody or killing somebody unarmed. If it wasn't happening so many times, not just to black people, because white cops kill white people where white people live. Black people kill black cops where black people live. We're not gonna get into those cookie cutter cliche arguments. What I'm saying is that the frequency that cops kill unarmed people is way too much. Cops
Hold
being
on.
involved in mental illness issues where they're not needed
I
is
I
too much.
I
Let me.
found the article I was talking about. I found it. It was in the Guardian newspaper. This is where a senior police officer he was cleared of misconduct. It was in a whole situation with this guy. A guy. His name is Clark. He was 35 years old, and he was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia as a teenager. So the police were there and they observed him for about 13 or so minutes, suffering from a mental health episode as he lay on plain fields. And when he attempted to get to his knees, he was restrained and handcuffed. This man was having a whole episode. And because they were not, I don't know if they weren't trained to deal with the situation or they were scared themselves and they were not able to, put into effect the training they received. They didn't even assess the situation properly to see what was wrong with the guy. The guy was even saying at one point while he was in the ambulance and stuff that he couldn't breathe and stuff. So even though he was there talking to them and pleading with them, the officers still abused him physically. And this is why I talk about when I say they abuse their power and authority. They
And
forget all the training, they forget what
right,
they were there for to protect and serve. They aren't protecting anybody. Some of them, let me not say that because we do have good cops out there. But I
right,
also think it has to do with systemic racism as well. It's not because he was black, let me tell you. He's a whole
Hmm.
black young man out there. And that's what they did. And they get away with more than this every day out there. And this is why some of these auditors, we do appreciate the work that they put out. We're not talking about those who just want to be loudmouths going onto, public buildings or going on crime scenes, creating havoc. We want those who are actually there helping citizens. I'm
and,
sorry,
and
go ahead.
And Betty
Rodney.
White, you're the one who's conflating issues, and you're the one because nobody said that somebody who's going through a mental crisis has the right to kill anyone. We address that people who go through mental crisis are abused by cops. So how can you turn that around and says mental crisis my butt? It doesn't give them the right to kill a cop. Nobody said it did, Betty White. So you're conflating issues, and you're speaking on a whole lot of propaganda issues because now since body cams have come into play, we are seeing more people who have mental issues, mental breakdowns, who are no threat to the police officers. Taser is a lethal weapon. It's a less deadly force. That is a weapon of force. So why are people being tased at all? Why are cops handling the mental unstable as if they're criminals, Betty White? Nobody's saying just because you're mentally unstable, you can kill a cop. Nobody even tried to make that excuse. And
Yeah,
you're
and
talking about the what about Chicago? Everybody wants to, oh, what about Chicago? Oh, what about Chicago? Okay, well, what about Chicago's police force? What about Chicago when Chicago had a black site where they were taking minorities and at a black site that everybody knew about, but people were unfound on the books and they were beating, torturing them, and having them to sign fake confessions that the city of Chicago had to go back and pay out of the city's funds for these people who were wrongly arrested, wrongly imprisoned, and all that type of stuff. When you talk about Chicago, talk about all of Chicago. What is the rate that the Chicago police officer clear any murder investigations, less than 2%. So why should we be paying them as cops in the first place?
Now, where are those brave soldiers protecting the kids walking home from school from these big bad gangsters when they got, again, the radios, the weapons, they have everything, they got armored cars and everything else? Why can't they protect the little kids walking back and forth to school? Well, then again, in Uvalde, that was an example of brave cops that wouldn't even go in and save those kids from one man with a gun, and wouldn't even let the parents go in and save their own kids. The parents had more balls than the cops. And that is a real example. I'm not trying to bash cops. I'm just saying this is something that really happened and really got a lot of people killed because those brave boys in blue didn't have the balls to go in there and help them babies.
And they were handcuffing the parents outside who wanted to go in after seeing them standing around.
How powerless would you feel? How powerless would you feel?
Those were the people who were getting put in handcuffs as somebody who was in there shooting children was with cops right outside the door was left free.
And I'm going to tell you this, and I'm a man, and I'm every bit a man from head to foot. But I'm going to tell you, when I watched Indisputable with Dr. Rashad Ritchie, he used to be with the Young Turks.
My favorite.
Yeah, he's my dude too. But sometimes it breaks my heart so much, and I feel so powerless and angry watching his videos that sometimes I can't watch them because there's so many of them. It ain't like he has one video a week of a Karen. Matter of fact, he had a Karen video from my hometown, Columbus, Georgia, this week.
Who? Indisputable?
Yes. One of those. Yeah. Look up Indisputable Columbus, Georgia, and you'll see an actual Karen going off on a black couple in their neighborhood. Pretty nice neighborhood. Going off on them, talking about how long she's lived there and all this other crap.
You mean the lawyers?
Huh?
You mean the lawyers? You mean the one
that was in New Jersey
that owned their home
because they were putting up a fence?
Their neighbors?
No, this is a new one. This one happened about a week ago in my hometown.
She said she lived there 5 years.
That's her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, that was Columbus, Georgia. Yeah, that happened. He posted it 3 days ago. But it breaks my heart sometimes to wake up in the morning, check his news feed, and the first thing I see is Atlanta cop slams man on ground.
Well,
cop hurts unarmed kid. And then it's so many of those videos, and they're not making them up.
Well, you should watch the one from today where they had the three officers brutally beat this black man who they pulled over in Colorado for suspicion of driving under the influence because they say they smell marijuana, which is legal in a ticketed offense there, but they had no evidence that he was driving under the influence. They say they pulled him over for registration, and then it was what do they call it? A tertiary stop where they then say, "Oh, we smell marijuana," where marijuana is legal. So that's a ticket if you did. Okay, so then they wind up beating this guy, brutally beating him. He's all screwed up, and you hear the cops saying, "Quit fighting me! Quit fighting me!" Clearly, his body camera shows that the man is not fighting him at all. This was on today's.
They wanted
audio. Exactly, like stop resisting.
Yeah,
but this guy was actually saying, "Stop assaulting me, stop assaulting me," and the guy is not assaulting the cop at all. And the guy's like, "I'm not assaulting you. What are you talking about?" So then they take pictures of the cops afterwards, and the cops standing out there with their hands showing any bruises or anything. This cop got a raw knuckle, and he's standing there, and he has the most craziest eyes with a big smile on his face.
They love violence. They love it. Great. They get off on that shit.
Three cops on one man, and one man is smiling so wickedly, and his eyes are all glazed over, and just it's just ridiculous. But and then this man is all beat up, bruised, battered, lips swollen, back of his kidneys behind his back is all red as a plum, as big as a cantaloupe. It's just ridiculous.
When I was coming out of the military in 2005, a friend of mine was an officer, and he wanted to get on the police force. He scored almost perfect on the physical, coming straight out of the military. He almost scored perfect on all his exams. He scored too high and they blew him off. And he never really realized what it was until a cop told him a few years after that he scored too high. And they didn't feel like he was susceptible to taking orders and that he would have to start from the bottom up. And they didn't think that as an officer of his stature that he would be able to do that.
Oh, one more thing about this case that I told you about today. And one of the officers, one of the three officers, he has been so far involved in a city paying out over $500,000. One case they had to pay out $300,000. Another case they had to pay out over $200,000. And this doesn't come out of the police retirement funds. This comes out of city funds. So why do the city have to keep paying out these? And Dr. Rashad Ritchie, made a good point. Like, why does the city have to keep paying out if the cops had to pay this out of their retirement fund and they were depleting their own retirement funds with this type of behavior? Things would change.
There's no accountability for the cops. And then they have that immunity, that allows them to go right to another city right next door and do the same thing. Did you hear about the NYPD soldier? I mean, NYPD cop that fed the homeless man the shit sandwich?
Oh my
And he got
God.
rehired.
Yes,
They
qualified
always
immunity.
end up sending them somewhere else, transferring them to somewhere else. They never get fired.
And did you
Never.
hear
Yeah.
about the Ohio cops who have been targeting an 8-year-old boy? They showed him arresting this 8-year-old boy, accusing him of stealing a bag of potato chips.
I couldn't watch that one. I couldn't
Under
watch that one.
under law, they are not allowed to arrest kids that
Minors.
young. They could not arrest him. They put him in handcuffs, did all this to
Oh
him.
my God.
Only and then a bystander filmed it and got on them about it. And then it was like, oh, would you want him to steal from you? What if he steal from you? But they didn't even have the legal right to put that kid in handcuffs. And then when it got on the news and it was a big blow up about it, the parents is suing the city. When the parents filed their lawsuit, the cops went and not arrested him, put that little 8-year-old in handcuffs again while he was at the community swimming pool. Targeting this kid because they did wrong and the parents are suing.
Oh
So
yeah, they'll
it's like, oh,
retaliate.
we're gonna
They love to retaliate. They
yeah.
love that.
Threatened. Yeah. They want
When
to
they are
threaten you
not,
and make you
yeah,
feel. Hmm.
scare you, fear,
Yeah.
yeah.
Listen, I'm trying to find the video clip. What did you say the clip is called? Slide, because I'm looking for it.
Ooh, which one? We done
The
talked about
one,
so
the
many.
one on indisputable. I gotta
In my
take
in
the
my
channel.
hometown, the Karen
Yeah.
video.
What is it called? Because I'm on the channel right now.
I just passed by it. I'm sitting here cruising through the ones that she's talking about.
Oh.
Let me see. Let me see. Let me
Cop
see.
shoots mentally ill man for holding a hatchet alone in the park.
I'm gonna send you the link to the Karen.
Okay, thank you. I gotta see that one. I
Yeah.
watched this. I watched this channel, but I gotta take breaks from it. And I also watched the other one that I don't remember the name of it, but it has this little song. Another satisfying racial
Oh, that's
moment.
my homie. Yeah, I love him. I've actually reached out to that guy on Twitter. He is actually really cool. He's down to earth. He's a
Yeah.
stand-up comic too. So I'm
Yes,
hoping,
I
like, if
found
he
that out.
ever comes through my town, I told him I'd support him.
Yeah, I found that out just the other day. I saw him getting ready to go do some show, and I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know you were a comedian and stuff." So those are the other channels I watch, but I gotta take like, what's his name? Indisputable Doctor. What's his name again? Rashad.
Rashad Rishi.
Rishi.
Yeah, right. I gotta take him in small doses. I like
Okay.
to listen with his arguing points and stuff, but I get so upset watching some of the things that happen to these people.
Yeah, that's me too,
So
baby.
yeah,
Because I
so
feel
I gotta
powerless. There's so much I
yeah,
want to do. I'm like, man, if that was my son, if that
yeah.
was my people, and they tried that, I can't promise what I wouldn't do.
Carrie, I sent you that one in the back chat with the cop at the end of his brutal beating of the man with the big. I just want you to see the look on his face, the smile on this cop's face with his bruised knuckle and no other injuries, and compare and contrast that to the man who they pulled over for what reasons they pulled him over.
Hmm. I'm watching it while you
And
speak.
then after they have him at the hospital because he couldn't be taken to jail, he had to be taken to the
Oh
hospital,
God.
strapped to the hospital bed. He asks for his lawyer, at which point a cop is supposed to stop questioning you, but the cop
Mhm.
continued to try to question this guy. So that's why it's so important for people to know their rights.
You're
You
right.
have the right to remain silent, and the cop is going to tell you, well, it's going to make you look worse, it's going to make it look worse, you're going to look guilty, and well, it seems like, well, that's okay, because these are your rights, and
Mhm.
you exercising your right does not do anything but help your case. Because if you ever watch the show The First 48, so many of these cops are at wit's end and they have nothing on the suspect unless they get a confession. Nothing. Sometimes the suspect will exert their rights and not say anything. They can't bring charges. You don't know if that is or is not the suspect. And other times, the person will come in there and say, "If you give me a Diet Coke, I'll tell you whatever I know." Try to make themselves, or I was just a driver. They're
Mhm.
in jail for life. So exercise your rights. Period.
I'd
Listen,
be scared to ask how many people signed that little paper saying, "Well, just sign this, and we'll get you on out of here," and
If
find
yeah,
out that they didn't sign their life away to like a 10-year sentence.
And
I
then
am
if you
watching the
tell,
video.
we're gonna
Yeah.
work for you, we're gonna make it better for you. They don't make anything better, and then they go outside and high five as they file their highest charges they can on the person.
And give themselves awards too.
Yeah,
Why are these cops beating people and they know they got cameras on them? That
They
is
don't
how
care.
much.
They have that
Oh
immunity.
Lord. This
because
guy
they
is
have
helpless
no
in the back of the
consequences.
police car. This guy is totally helpless in the back of this car. And look at how badly the cop is beating him. These are animals.
If
Animals.
if you
Oh
ever want to if you
God.
ever want to trip up a right wing, like you get an extreme right wing person, if you want to trip them up, ask them about unions. Because they're going to say, "Oh, unions are socialist, unions are trash, and unions are just liberals, and they're this and that, and you don't need they're cut into your money, and all of this bad stuff about unions." Until you bring up police unions, then you say, well, then if unions aren't good enough for my company that I work for, then let's abolish police unions. Oh, no, 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 no. You can't do that. So it's more important for the police to have a pension and for them to have a union and have protection than it is for our steel workers, our fishermen, everybody that really works hard to make the country run. Like I said, they get a
But
lot of special treatment.
But you can even take it simpler than that, because you can say, oh, so you're willing to give up your lunch breaks and your 15-minute break or your half-hour break at work. Like, what does that have to do with me? Because unions are the ones who got that into the workforce, to have an actual lunch break, required breaks after so many hours, not just in jobs at unions, in every job, even non-union jobs. That's why you have an official lunch break. That's why you have your 15-minute breaks, because of unions. You doing things, making the workforce better, not just for unionized workers, but for every workers.
Right, but when it comes time for representation, like when I worked for the Communication Workers of America, when I worked for AT&T Bell South back in the day, our union was awesome. They got us pay raises, they got us extra vacation time, they negotiated for us if we were going to lose our jobs or whatever. Like, well, you were late 3 times, man, they get those lates wiped off our records, and as long as you improved, man, they were there for us. And we didn't let them down. If the union helped us, we had their back too. You know what I'm saying? And they got into the political stuff. And for the most part, I was a union steward. I didn't get into the political stuff. I helped people save their jobs. And you don't know how many mothers. And I was only 20 years old negotiating with my manager to help this lady keep her job if she promised not to be late anymore. Stuff like that. I was a 20-year-old union steward helping people keep their jobs. So I know the power of the union, but it's only powerful when it helps the powers that be. They don't want unions for the workers, only for law enforcement. It's only good for what they think is good for. The rest of us aren't good enough.
Oh my god, I can't watch no more of this video that I'm here in the back watching it. These officers are like mob groups. They are like animals on here. This is crazy. And the thing is, they're on camera. They don't fear for their lives that people are going to see them outside of this and probably do something to them. Look at them
No,
killing
they had a whole army behind them. They have a whole
outside of
military
their
behind them.
uniforms. I'm talking outside
Mhm.
when they're off duty. This could never happen some places I know. Okay, this is all I gotta say. This could never happen from where I am from. Okay, never. Once they get a good look at your face, trust and believe. Well, I'm not gonna say anything else. You don't have too long. So,
Did you see the cop's face yet, Terry?
oh yeah,
Terry, I mean, I'm sorry.
the devil is written all over his face.
Mm-hmm.
I can't watch no more. This is why I
Yeah.
take breaks from watching this channel. I'm subscribed to this channel. Look at his face, the evil. He is. Oh my God!
Can you
Look at
just
the
screen? Can
guy's face.
you? Oh, you probably can't. I
I,
was
I
just gonna
couldn't I
say.
couldn't be a good cop and be around them
Oh,
kind of guys. I
look
couldn't
at
be around them.
what they did to the guy's face. Hold on. Is anything showing on here? Hold on.
Can
I want
I
you to
ask the
show.
panel?
I want you to show the cop's face after you show this guy face and body.
Look at this
Like
guy's face. This is where I had to stop. Look at that. Can you see
show
it?
it right
And for
above his
what?
buttocks. Show right above his buttocks. That big
Let me scroll.
bruise.
I bet you go to that GoFundMe, you don't have one good cop on here that donated anything. I promise you that.
People see this clip and they'll think this guy is a guy who is out here protecting and serving and all. Hold on, let me see if I can find.
Bob's one of the good ones.
But at least he has one
Yeah,
of the best attorneys. There he
look at
is.
that. Look at that.
He's coked up. Look at
Oh
him
my
gritting his
God.
teeth. Look at those teeth. Look at those hands.
It's like he's showing his hands as, okay, these are powerful weapons. I just did something. It's like he was doing something to prove something to other members that he was working with. I don't know. Look at the devil in
Like
his
I'm
eyes.
in the club now. I'm in
Right.
now.
He
I'm
was
one of
proving
you.
something to the other officers, right? Listen, this is what ooh, for no reason.
And the one with the beanie on, he was laughing afterwards.
You know, they beat their wives too, and they
Oh,
laugh at
oh,
suspects out on crime scenes.
excuse me.
They're laughing and
Excuse me.
joking.
Yeah, they were laughing at that guy. Also, that guy's a veteran.
Oh my God.
The
Are
guy
you
they just did
serious?
that to is a veteran.
Oh no. I hope he lawyers up and oh Lord.
He does have a lawyer. What's his name? You just passed this lawyer.
Oh,
One of
oh,
the
I
best
saw.
civil rights attorneys
There we
right
go.
here. Right
There
here.
we go.
Harry Daniels is his attorney.
Mm-mm. He was up for a tag. Those off. Oh, this
And
is
you know the
why
thing is, I don't even want the money. I just want them to stop doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about the money or payday
money
or
doesn't
nothing
come
like
from
that because you got to live with that trauma the rest of your life.
the worst part is the money doesn't come out of their pocket. They don't feel it. They're just going to be transferred to somewhere else, or they're going to allow them to quote unquote, leave. We know what happens.
And I get so sick of every time I get so sick of you watching these things. Oh, we pulled you over for you didn't signal at that light, and then first thing they do is reach in your car to open your door from the inside. Let me pull you out the car. Well, do you pull everybody out of their car because for a traffic signal? Let me write your ticket and go. Why are you pulling me out my car? Why are people being pulled out their car for what they pulled them over for as traffic tickets? Oh, I'm gonna bring the dog and run the car around. You got any guns, drugs, anything illegal? I thought you pulled me over for a traffic signal, for a blinker light. Why? What is this? It's just a bunch of BS.
Well, somebody in the chat asked, have we ever had a bad experience? Yeah, I have. When I was 17, 18, no, I was 19. I was 19. I came back from basic and I bought a new car. It was a junker. It was a old 78 Trans Am. It was nice for the time. But I'd seen some girls from school that lived on the bad side of town. And we met them at Walmart. We chopped it up, got their phone number. They wanted us to stop by, picked up my homeboy. I pulled up, right? Before I could get out of the car, cop pulls up behind me, like really close. You know what I'm saying? Like blocking me in, and he turns his lights on. I don't think he's there for me. You know what I'm saying? But I stop what I'm doing and everything, and he's like, "Put your hands up, shine light in the car," shakes me down, all this stuff. Next thing I know, 4 more cops pull up, 4 more, and the sergeant was a black female, and she was the one talking the biggest shit. She was the one telling us that we didn't have no business over there and who we over there to see, and we over here selling dope. And I just so happened to bring my white friend Robert. And you know what I'm saying, with him being white in the neighborhood we were in, they just knew that we were just the kingpin. You know what I'm saying? They caught the drug lord. You know what I'm saying? And they made me, the most humiliating part though, where I had to unbuckle my pants, pull my pants down, and open my underwear so they could shine a light while all these people in their apartments in the hood are all sitting there laughing. And it's humiliating. Everybody's coming outside. You got all these blue lights on. You've got 6 cars, maybe 10, 12 cops all standing out like they done caught the 9/11 fucking terrorists. And we didn't even do anything wrong.
I can imagine how that made you feel, especially as a young man like that.
And I was military. They saw my military ID. Still wrote me a ticket for no tag, even though I showed them the bill of sale. I took it to court. The judge got pissed at me because I called out the cop because I said this was a waste of my time. They humiliated me. They dragged me out of my car for no reason. And if she had done her job, I wouldn't be here. The cop for 5 minutes straight lambasted me. And if he could have came off that bench and slapped the shit out of me, he would, because you're never, ever supposed to do that. And because I wasn't guilty and he couldn't hold me in contempt, he wanted to embarrass me just as much as the cops. So yeah, at that point, from that point on till now, I've been like, fuck the police, fuck the judges, fuck anybody in authority that feels like they can do people like that, when at the end of the day, it was a waste of my time and I didn't do anything wrong. So
I
yeah,
can see how that would traumatize anybody.
And
Having to shine the lights, you pulling your pants down, all of that shit as a
and then
young
everybody can see it. I mean, you're talking about 3-story projects and everything, and you're right there in the main parking lot, where everybody's looking out their window and coming outside and everything, thinking it's a riot about to happen over 2 guys coming over to holler at a couple girls.
treating you like they already brought you to court. They already you're guilty already until proven innocent. Apparently,
And then the white cop told my white friend, you ain't supposed to be over here, right?
Oh, there we go. Looking out for their team.
You ain't supposed to be over here, right?
So apparently it's okay. Got you.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, and I was a soldier coming back from basic, still feeling gung ho and all this shit, And back then, I was, about the flag and about my country and patriotism and all that. And since then, I mean, maybe this is the wrong thing to say, but fuck patriotism.
Oh, thank you for your service, anyways. Thank you for your service, Elijah.
I mean, if it came down to an actual threat of somebody on American soil trying to hurt me, then yes, I'll still honor my oath to defend everything, and within my eyesight, from a foreign or domestic threat. There's more domestic threats around me than foreign. You know what I'm saying? So it's best for me just to fall back and stay in the cut, because I see more domestic terrorists than I do foreign terrorists.
Yeah,
and a lot of them wear badges.
And the greatest threat to Homeland is white supremacists, but they refuse to put them on the terror watch list, but they put Black Lives Matter on there. And then white, as for what you're saying, watch hood this and hood that. Most crimes against people of any race is committed by the people of their same race. So while you under a myth that there's such thing as black on black crime, there's Mexican on Mexican crime, white on white crime, Asian on Asian crime, because people commit the most crimes
where they live,
against people of near and where they live. So there's white on white crime, Asian on Asian crime. Uh, everybody commits crime against their own at higher rates than they do people on other race. So we can go to West Virginia and we can watch the trailer park hoods, and you see the same thing.
Ooh, I can't talking about trailer park. I found a channel I was watching with some people in the trailer park with some white people. I need to find that one because I got a lot of. I'm sorry, I'm changing the subject, but it was a really good channel too.
And as
I
far
need
as
to find
unions
it.
go, and as far as unions go, people want okay since they have busted all these union. What has gone with it? The middle class, because now you have okay. They give people with oh well they're taking your dues and they're supporting these progressive and Democrat people who are running for office and this that and the other. So then you get you get people who are different okay, excuse me. You get people who vote differently to say, I don't want my money, my union dues to go to prop up this candidate. In the
Mm-hmm.
meantime, you don't pay attention to every year that your union has gone and bartered for you to get a pay increase where you're living far above the minimum wage, where you're able to live a middle class life. With this union that is taking your dues, they're also doing that for you. They're representing you, getting better contracts for you, getting paid sick leaves for you, and all days off, and all these things. Double time and a half for holidays as opposed to time and a half. You're not looking for at how your life has improved since working a job for a union. Now you have the United States where unions most have gone astray. All the jobs have been shipped overseas. You have people working in shifts where they don't get 2 days off at a time, and those 2 days that they get off, split days off, they're on call all day working for these companies. Walmart, one of the biggest retailers, they have people unloading their truck who are day workers instead of hourly workers. They don't work for Walmart. Walmart has don't have to pay any insurance, any workers comp, anything for these people. They working on day laborers. These people get hurt unloading Walmart's truck, and they're given the boot and say you can't come in to work. They're strained on the medical system because they have no insurance. They have to go to emergency room to get treated, all this type of stuff, because you want to micromanage where the union, what candidate your union support, but your job was supporting a decent middle class lifestyle for you. So you'll sacrifice all of that because
Ronnie,
you want to have a political position.
Ronnie, baby, you are so right. What I didn't understand at 20 in the CWA was that the biggest lobby that we had was the Conservative Party. Clinton was in office at the time, and it was about to transition into Bush Jr. And the Republicans were making a big push in Georgia. We've always been a red state up until just now. Up until just yesterday, we've been red. And our guy that was lobbying for us happened to be conservative at that time. I know that they would roll over in their grave now, but the conservative was talking to a room full of women. It was 90% women, maybe three of us guys at Bell South at the time. All of us were operators, and all of them were liberal. 97% liberal black women are all sitting here listening to this white guy who never used the word Republican. He never used the word conservative. He never used no political speak. And the only way you would have known he was a member of the GOP is if you looked at the flyer when he came to speak. But they liked him, and he was charismatic, and he smells good, and he handsome. I'm gonna vote for him. These women vote a straight Democratic ticket, and then this councilman or whoever it was they were voting for was a straight up Republican. But but he was looking out for our best interest. Like I say, those pay raises we got, that paid vacation we got, and everything else. He did his thing. So you're absolutely right about the unions. Everything you said is absolutely right. But did I want my money back then being a Democrat going to a Republican? No, no, that didn't sit right with me at all. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it, I see now how things work, and I'm just amazed now. Like I said, 20, I didn't see it, but now even how you just broke it down tonight, it makes it so much clearer now.
You know, people vote their disinterest more than they vote their interest, and look at what America has become. It used to be like you used to get out of high school, you had the choice of going to college, or you had the choice of being able to get a good job that was going to allow you
To
some
pay the
good
bills
pay.
with one damn job. You didn't have to work three jobs. You could work at Ford, that one job, and your son could work at Ford, and your grandson could work at Ford, and you almost had generational wealth, 3, 4, 5 generations, working at a Ford plant.
And you didn't have to work three jobs and still live at home with your parents. You could work one job, get your own place, afford to take care of yourself, so you didn't have to go out and rob Betty White.
Man, how things have changed. Now, when I go to the grocery store, I see men standing up looking at the card all funny while their wife swipes it, wondering if it's going to go through or not. And I see these men go like, "Phew." You know what I'm saying? I seen a guy do it today. Big old bummy guy, with his wife and everything, and had a couple kids. And she has the card, she's got the money. And I'm seeing that a lot more when I go shopping and stuff now, that the guys don't go in their wallet anymore. It's the women, it's these guys' mothers, it's the wives, that are paying for the groceries and whatnot. And I just see the guys just kind of standing around, just kind of looking crazy. It looks crazy to me because I'm not used to men being in that role, but maybe it's something that's the millennial generation or something where that's okay, where the women are the breadwinners
They are
and the guys just.
guys. That is what they're doing.
That's what it looks like. I have to wonder tonight: is this his wife or his mom or his grandma, or because they're being kept. They're being kept. I went out to eat with my mother today. I took her to Red Lobster, and I saw a couple, and I saw a woman pay, and I said, "Damn, it's the second time today." You know what I'm saying? I mean,
you may have couples who decide that okay, you pay this time, next time I pay. They have that system going on. But then you got some women, they feel like they're doing the right thing when they take care of the men's needs. They feel like they're doing something. They feel like they're needed, and they continue to do that and encourage these men to become bums. And then these same men who become bums are the same one who start abusing them in different ways.
Yeah,
And they're
because
not earning any money. They
they're
can't
the
take
most abusive because their manhood is in question.
they're
right.
emasculated. Yeah.
And there's nothing worse than having an emasculated man. That is the most punkish, most out of control man, an insecure man. Oh man, they are terrible.
Yeah, and those are the ones who you think you're doing for them
They'll
by
hurt
doing
you.
that, and you're only emasculating them, and you'll wind up in a bad situation. There's so many dynamics that go on to this. Okay, you get a pulled over, like that guy. He got pulled over for one thing. They throw another charge on you, throw another charge on you. Then you're in the jail system. You plead out because you're scared to. You're looking at 30 years. You plead out. You get 90 days in probation. So now you got this record on your hand. But see, whereas your record as a black man and a record by someone else of another race, see, you don't have anybody who's in a position to give you a chance. See, because other races of people, they have it where like, okay, somebody knows somebody who can get me in at this company, irregardless of my race. See, your race is always the sticking point of why they're not even going to consider you, much less consider you if you have something on your record. So it's like the whole emasculation of a man, but then you have a woman who want to give you a chance, know you're a good person, you're just hard on your luck, maybe something's going to come through, and then Sly Jones see you at the Red Lobster, and then he gives you a look like, oh, you letting this chick pay for you, and then you go home and get knocked upside the head.
Yeah.
Sly, it's all your fault.
It's my fault. I need.
Ooh.
It's my fault. I don't even need to be like that.
New biologist says I handle all the money in our household, but Mister will not be seen in public letting me pay. Okay, new biology, you make sure he has that money before he comes out, even though you deal with everything. You deal with all the household stuff, the finances and stuff. But you make sure he's going out in his wallet. Okay.
Yeah,
You
let the
don't
man be the man. And then it's the pride in the men. I mean, if I see some pride in the man, if I see the confidence in the lady, that's different. Because I've had ladies spring for dinner before, and I've had waitresses look at me crazy because the woman would pay for lunch or whatever, and that affected their tip. Because I'm gonna pay the tip if you're paying for lunch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if you're looking at me crazy, then that $10 tip just went down to $5. You know what I'm saying? That $5 might go down to $2. You might get some change. You might not get nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's happened before. Where I went out and me and this lady, we were together that was the lady from Barbados that I was with, or Trinidad rather. And me and her would go out, and she had good money. She was a baller. I ain't lie. She did well for herself. And we'd go places and she'd pay. And I'd get the stank eye. And as a man, I saw it. It didn't bother me because I knew our situation. So on the outside looking in, I know how it looks. I look, I was being caked or whatever. But
I know, right? But some
yeah.
of these women really think they're doing something out there when they're enabling these men, and that is why sometimes they end up doing so. Ooh, I almost said it, but I won't be messy. That is why these women end up doing some crazy things for change, writing bad checks because they want to give off this impression that they got money, they can take care of themselves, and the dude, they know they can't do it. And that is how they end up engaging in, let me just say, criminal activities. We've seen and heard this even here in the beef sector. You know what I'm saying. But I'll stop it right
Mhm.
there. I'll stop it right there. Because you wanna impress people, but you can't. How long can you do it for? You can't keep that up. Let that man
Mhm.
go find a whole job. Let him be a man.
Mm-hmm.
Let him handle his weight in the relationship.
But a
There's no
woman, a
way.
woman can't raise a man, and I think that happens sometimes. That women that are in that better position, financially or more stable, think that they take this diamond in the rough and polish them off. That it'll pay off at some point. The only thing he's waiting to do is do better than you,
Mm-hmm.
or to do better for himself. As soon as he gets clean and gets that job, he's going to be out the door before you know it. And I've seen it happen way too many times.
I've been asked on more than one occasions to be in a situation where I stay home and be taken care of, and I'm like, hell no,
If you were my wife, you would,
hell no.
unless you just
Ooh,
had to
I'm
go
gonna
work.
feel. I'm nope. I gotta do something.
Yeah,
I do not
you get
like.
your little part time job or something,
I
or
like to see.
getting a knitting class with the other little ladies in the neighborhood. Make baskets or something.
Mm, mm,
But
mm, mm. I gotta feel a sense of independence. I cannot do it. I
You can
just
peel
can't.
coconuts. Yeah, you can peel
You
coconuts
know
till
I
I
work
get home.
hard. You know I. Ooh, ooh. What nuts now? Hold.
Coconuts.
not coconuts.
No, need
I'm
them.
just saying, I gotta feel a sense of independence, and that has caused quarrels before. And I'm like, no, I went to school. I didn't waste all these years of my life to come sitting down looking at you.
No, I
Whether
never want you to be
you're mad,
barefoot. I
whether
would never want you to be barefoot and pregnant or nothing like that. But
you're
I'd want you to know that you wouldn't have to. Like, if you wanted to, that's fine, but you would never have to. You
okay,
know,
that is nice to know, Slide.
I'm just saying, I
Ooh,
mean, I'm gonna take care of all my wives,
ooh,
All of them,
ooh,
all
all
of
of them,
them,
ooh,
all of them.
multiples,
ooh, ooh.
multiples.
I
So
mean, maybe not here in the United States, but
you finally made the decision, Slide. There we
no,
go.
I'm not married to anybody yet.
Well, you
You
moving
know,
to
You made the decision.
you moving to
You
the
made the
Middle
decision
East?
to follow. He's Muslim. You know that, right?
Oh no, I didn't know.
So you finally made the decision, Slide. This is a follow up to a previous
I haven't
conversation.
even gotten married yet. I haven't even met the right
You
one,
already
much
have
less
it
the
in
right
mind. You're gonna do
three.
the what's they call it?
Ooh, this is opening a whole nother can
No,
of worms.
it's not for any sexual gratification. I'm not trying to have a stable. I'm not a pimp. I'm not R. Kelly. I'm not trying to kidnap
Well,
women
what's
against
the
their will.
what would be the reason for having multiples?
The reason that's prescribed, and then you can look at from all the way back when the Quran was written, or the Bible, or the Torah, that because of war, because of just the jobs we do, men have always been outnumbered by women. Two, sometimes in history, 3 or 4 to 1.
Right.
And for every woman that wants a husband, she deserves one. And Allah, well, God or Jehovah or whatever you call him, has always provided everything that we've always wanted and need, as long as we've served him and it's within his will. And if it's within his will for these women to be protected and sheltered and loved and cared for in an environment that is loving, that is cohesive to everybody's needs and benefit, with no conflict, because that's the thing, you don't bring 2 women into a home like that with conflict where these 2 people don't get along. Like I said, it's not a harem. You know what I'm saying? It's a functioning marriage. And like I said, I don't know a lot of polygamists. I'm not going to sit here and act like I do. I'm just not against it because I haven't seen it fail. I haven't seen or heard about any of the guys in the mosque that have more than one wife, whatever, having issues, because that kind of stuff is really private. Public displays of affection is private. You may have met a polygamist, not even known it, because Muslims don't show a lot of public displays of affection. I'm more Americanized. I used to be Christian. I grew up in black hip hop culture, whatever. So I'm still part of what I grew up in. I'm a Muslim. I gave my shahada, but at the same time, I'm still tied into black culture. I'm still tied into the things I grew up with. I don't eat pork or alcohol or any of those things, but I'm very tolerant of other people's religious beliefs, no matter what they believe. And even being on here, I still have friends that do tarot cards and psychic readings and stuff like that. I don't condemn them. I just don't get into what they do, but we're still cool. I don't go in there and tell them you shouldn't do this. I let them do their thing. And the same thing with what it is with polygamy to me is that if it's functioning in a household with adults that don't have a problem with it, and that's not rotating around and sleeping around or having more than one woman in the bed at one time. It's having mutual respect. And like I say, I think it's a hard thing to juggle. There's a lot of, there's men overseas that do it. There's people here that do it, not legally, but, maybe one day it will be, just like they fight for gay rights. I don't think that homosexuality should be any more illegal than polygamy, especially when it's between a man and a woman. I think it should be just as tolerated as gay marriage. If a woman chooses to marry, more than one woman chooses to marry a man, and that's their choice, it should be just as equally a choice if a gay man wants to get married and the court says that's okay.
We
Well,
got people marrying objects out here, so I've
yeah.
seen people marrying cars.
But
All sorts of
is that
stuff.
wrong though? I mean, is that
So
wrong?
might as well allow people to marry who they want to.
Well,
Yeah.
if it's not any type of you know, abuse of like you grooming someone into it, if they come into it of their own volition, then adults should be able to make the adult decisions.
Yeah,
But
once they give
you know,
consent to it.
I don't have any arguments against anyone's religion. So because I don't know enough about other religions to even have arguments about, because I have too many questions about the own religion that I was brought up in. So,
Yeah.
so I just can't question anyone else's religion. And
Right.
if people are doing things for the right reasons, and then let it play out. The
Well,
only
see, when I was Christian though, I really condemned that kind of stuff. Like when I was Christian, I was more right wing when I was a liberal Christian than I was now as a conservative Muslim. I'm more liberal now and more cool and laid back now and more tolerant than I was then. And you think as a Christian liberal, I would have been the ultimate, oh, peace be unto you, my brother. You go high, you go low, we go high. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't like that. I was militant, angry, and all that stuff for people, other people's beliefs. It wasn't until I got comfortable in my own that I could be chill and have conversations around religion, politics. Nobody gets upset, angry. We can all talk about it, chop it up. Nobody gets upset because everybody's coming from their point of view. And then we say, okay, I understand why you think that way now. Instead of saying, I disagree and the Bible says and the Quran says, even with other Muslims, they want to come at me with different stuff. And I have to stop them right then because again, I grew up in a different culture than my Pakistani brothers. We don't listen to music. Music is haram. Bullshit. Because I can go to Saudi Arabia right now. Y'all got 20,000 radio stations. You know what I'm saying? So don't tell me that music is haram. When I hear Muslims on the radio, on YouTube, making new music all the time, it's haram to you because that's the way your culture is. But there's nothing in the Quran or the Bible that says that music is bad. You know what I'm saying? So we have those conflicts among ourselves too. It's not just Christians or whatever. So, I don't like pointing fingers at different groups either. Because like I said, when I was a Christian, I was hard up. I was very unforgiving. I was very judgmental. And anything that was different, tarot cards, oh, that's Satan, that's the devil, that's witchcraft and sorcery, and I can't deal with those kind of people. I was judging the person. I wasn't judging the person, I was judging the thing. But if I judge the person's cool. Whatever they do on the side, that's them.
Wow.
But it took a lot of patience and a lot of understanding, a lot of love for myself first. If I didn't love myself, I couldn't love other people. And as long as I didn't love myself, I wasn't tolerant of other people's beliefs. Now you could tell me that, you slaughter cows on the 3rd of every Tuesday or whatever, and I'd just say, okay, whatever. I might read more into it. I might look at you crossways, but still, you know what I'm saying? Ultimately, if that's your thing, I can't question it. I'm still look at you funny. But
well, I'm gonna step down. I'm busy with I'm doing some things with my hands. It's been nice talking to you guys. I'm still be listening in the chat though.
I'm about to wrap up, Ronnie. Thank you so much for coming up.
All right.
I think we're almost at 3 hours.
Okay.
This was a really nice conversation. I always appreciate you guys when you come up and click the link.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, this is
all over the place. It was really good.
I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, anytime.
I try not to be controversial or anything. Yeah, I didn't mean to upset Betty. And I'll try to be controversial. And
Betty loves being upset.
Betty,
you think the people from the beef sector have thicker skin though, but
Betty's cool. She trolls around.
I know. Right. I love Betty. I love Betty's little chickens too. I got to keep up and see what she raises chickens, right?
And she has pet.
She has a lot of animals.
Yeah.
She loves animals.
Yeah, she hadn't posted no videos recently, but I still love me some Betty White.
All right. See you guys.
Bye. Thank you so much, Ronnie.
Yeah, I'm going to drop off too, but I thank you guys.
I got a quick question before you go. Do you still frequent the beef sector? Because I don't see you around as much anymore.
I be around. Matter of fact, I heard somebody getting checked today about flirting with somebody, and I said, damn, they got that much power now that they can tell people that they can't flirt with people in chats or talk to people. I said, I thought everybody was grown, but I guess not. Like, God damn. Ooh. Homie, I won't say no name, but like I said, I'm around. You might not even know I'm around, but I'm around.
Okay, you peeping from time to time. Okay, cool.
Well, I backed off when I was in school. You know what I'm saying? I really got away from a lot of stuff, but there's also some people I still have to watch out for in the streets because I'll tell you about it offline one day. Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
shit got real.
Ooh, okay.
Beef sector comes full circle. You can't come in the beef sector unsullied. If you've come into the beef sector, you're going to walk out with some dirt. I don't care who you are. If you've engaged in it, if you have a friend in it, if you've only went to one video. I started with one video. One video got in my algorithm, and it was over. All I started seeing was Phi Babe this and what's that one guy's name? I can't think of his name right now. Gay guy. But anyway, like these names started popping up and yeah. And all of a sudden it was just a thing. And then I got caught up in those people with Rerun's wife. What's her name? Essie
Ooh,
Berry.
ooh,
I told you the Essie Berry story, right?
I
This is
don't
a beef
remember
sector
that one.
classic. I think everybody in the beef sector has heard this one by now. But I'll just give it to you very brief. Um, there's one of your mods, or it might be a mod for the other one. But anyway, he's around. He does little shows. But in the past 5 years, 4 or 5 years, there was a lady named Essie Berry. She was the fifth or sixth wife of Fred Rerun Berry. Do you know who that is? The fat guy that used to break dance and
Rerun.
everything with the little hat on and used to do the break
Mm-hmm.
dancing moves and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was the name of that show? That comedy again?
It
I
was
remember him.
what's happening. He used
What's
to be on What's
happening now?
Happening.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And Nubiology said, "Where is Miss Essie?" So she's aware. Here's my Essie story. It just my 5 cents knows Essie. So y'all know I'm not lying when I say this, when I go tell this story. I get an email one day. My channel was blowing up. I just went viral, and I get an email from a lady telling me it's urgent, and she's got information that, if I don't want to see it, don't worry about it. If I want to see it, hit her back. I said I want to see it. She sent me all this information from Steve Harvey's actual unsealed divorce decree.
Oh, yeah. I
All his
remember this.
properties in
Yes.
Texas, all his ATVs, all his trucks, all his cars, all his banking assets, all that private information that was supposed to be sealed. She didn't gave it to Access. She didn't gave it to ET. She gave it to the Inquirer. Anybody you can think of in media, she blasted. And here I am with my little struggling channel with this stupid that video with what's his name, Cat Williams or whatever. She hits me up and tells me like Steve Harvey's abusive. He beat his son with a Q dog stick, and he beat his wife Mary Harvey, and that she's Mary's attorney and all this stuff. Anyway, a group of people affiliated with her, because I was in Essie's chat. These people come in and start harassing her, and they call themselves the regulators. And the regulators got a hold of me because they saw me in the chat. So I talked to one of the regulators, and they tell me, Slide, Essie's crazy. I think she's from your hometown, Columbus, Georgia, where they buried Rerun. And she's trying to get you on her good side because she's stalking Steve Harvey and stuff. So what they were doing was pretending to be Steve Harvey and calling her on the phone during lives and getting on there. Essie, we gonna get you. You going to jail when you go to Texas, Essie. Now they had a warrant for her arrest down there for breaching the confidentiality or whatever of the Steve Harvey case. She was pretending to be Mary's lawyer and everything. She didn't have no law experience whatsoever. She embarrassed herself in court, and she unsealed those sealed documents.
How did she get to those documents though?
Because she posed as Mary Harvey's attorney. And once Mary Harvey signed the paperwork, that was it. She was on the case. So anyway, the regulators started making videos of Rerun at his at his tombstone with him talking from the grave. That shit was creepy.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they were making.
How long ago? I'm sorry to cut you. How long ago?
This was within the past 2 years, 3 years.
Okay.
The guy still makes shows. I think he's one of your moderators. Either that or he was a moderator for your previous person who you modded for. I think that's who he mods for now. But anyway, they were making videos of this dead man speaking from the grave. Essie, I still don't have a tombstone. When you gonna get me a tombstone, Essie? And then they had him dancing on the grave and everything and stuff like that, which was really scary. And then they had videos pretending to be Steve Harvey talking to Essie with Steve Harvey's head, and then all these skulls and shit, and then the regulators pictures of their avatars and everything. And Essie, Steve is gonna get you. And then she's on her thing, like literally saying, Steve gonna get me. Steve gonna get me.
Oh,
Steve after me, and then Spook. I'm
oh,
sorry. I'm sorry. I said his name. I said his name. My bad. I didn't mean to say Spook TV7's name. Did I say
oh,
his name? Did I say Spook's name? My
oh.
bad. I didn't even mean to say Spook's
I
name.
haven't seen that name in a while in any chat, but I've seen that name before. Spook
Yeah, but they
TV.
were making videos of her dead husband to stalk her, and then they were making videos of Steve Harvey and stuff. They were funny, actually. I ain't gonna lie. Some of them were actually hilarious how they were put together. But at the end of the day, it was kind of cruel, and it was like two really weird forces eating off each other. You know what I'm saying? She's eating off of them, knowing that Steve Harvey doesn't give a damn about her. Even at one point, Steve Harvey went on TV and said, "Y'all know I'm going through some things, and there's certain people out there trying to do certain things." He was saying it without saying it because it had
Wow.
got to that point. It had really, it's like say, when every media outlet is made aware, they're going
Mm-hmm.
to call you and they're going to ask you, is Essie Berry?
Mm-hmm.
And why does she
Wow.
keep calling us? Why does she keep trying to sell us your story?
Yeah. And it still didn't end up going out, right?
I
They
don't
didn't.
know. I got away from those people. But after I got away from them, I got sucked into the algorithm. And from
And
that
then you
point
stuck there.
on, yeah, and from that point on, it was like I say, the usual mods, the usual suspects, the usual people. And then I got tied in with them, and we started doing lives together. And then I fell out
Mhm.
with some fell out with me, and and
Mhm.
people started taking sides. The funnest beef I had was probably with Properly Bonafide, though. That was classic. That one made me laugh. I looked forward. She actually made a video one time called "Bonafide's Midnight Ride." I thought that was funny. It might
Bonafide.
still be out there somewhere. Yeah, she was
Oh.
mad. She was mad.
But you're not going at it with anybody. It's been a while.
Yeah, she wanted to take the midnight ride. She just,
Ooh.
her little ego got blowed up.
So you're telling me Rerun does not have a tombstone?
He
My God.
finally has one. He
Okay.
finally has one. I think Soul Trainer, somebody had finally put together and got him a tombstone.
So she didn't care enough to get him that. Just imagine how much money she got from him if he actually, died and leave stuff for her.
She
Also,
tried. Well, she made a fool of herself at the funeral, and she wanted his hats because he had a lot of his signature hats still.
mm-hmm.
He had hats,
Those hats
shoes.
to the side.
Yeah,
Is
he
that
had
what?
gloves. Yeah. He had the little derby hats. I'm not the derby hats, but the little, the little like tango style
Mm-hmm.
hats. Yeah,
Yeah,
and they're worth money. And she
that's
wanted
what
the
she
hats and
wanted. She was
everything, but
fine.
yeah, the last like year or two of his life, he was with the lady from the show. Like the last season of What's Happening, it was that pretty light skinned lady that was dating Rerun on the show. He ended up actually getting with her later on in life. They stayed friends, and
Oh,
and he went through 5 or 6 wives. Like
oh,
Essie was probably
oh,
the fifth wife.
oh, oh! There goes the name of the hats. Beanies. There we go.
Yeah, but him and that lady stayed friends
Oh,
all the way up until he died, and she's the one that took care of him, and I believe she's the one that took care of his affairs and everything. Like I say, Essie didn't even take care of his affairs, didn't even contribute to the funeral, but wanted to bust in like she was the wife, bust in like I'm the boss. What are y'all doing? You know what I'm
oh,
saying? She didn't even pay for anything. So yeah, it was a fight and it got ugly, and his kids got involved, and I think the kids were trying to help the regulators too to get back at Essie. So it was a whole mess.
oh! They
Like
were
it.
joining with the regulators. Oh, wow! Sounds like a lot.
No,
Oh,
the
yeah.
regulators lived, and it had to be like 12 of them. It was all of Spook's cousins, aunties, uncles, people related to Essie. Essie's own sister was one of the regulators.
Oh, no. Ooh,
Her own sister. Like I
that
said,
so
this is my introduction into the beef
she
sector.
actually was crazy. Then she's actually crazy. I typed her name in. I saw something to the effect. Is she supposed to be some civil rights leader or something like that? Is that where? Is that where she's at right now?
Martina Luther King Jr. Yeah.
I'm almost sure I saw that. I'm like, what is she working on right now?
Oh yeah, she's an activist.
She's so active.
Right, civil rights activists
Mm-hmm.
speaking for injured employees and all of that shit. I'm like, is this the same person? Where she's
You
probably.
should have seen her fake website with the Getty images, where like the generic Getty images, like you would see in a brochure,
Mm-hmm.
with like the
Wow.
white guy in the cardigan standing there holding a clipboard, like we're here to help you.
Mm.
Yeah, she used that on her website,
Ooh.
like something you could like image search on Google and just copy paste.
Sounds similar to something that happens on here with some people in their comments over here. But I digress.
But yeah, that was my foray, and I mean that was my introduction into the beef sector, and I almost became a regulator only because every night log in and see the ridiculousness, and all of a sudden you see rerun pop up. Essay, I'm watching you.
That is
You know what I'm saying?
scary.
Steve Harvey's gonna get you, Essay. Ha ha
Oh,
ha 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 ha. And you
oh,
like I say, and you see this grave here and got him looking like a ghost and stuff. I don't know. I might have some of them old videos on my hard drive because they were actually, and then they had the scary ass music too. It came up with like this like graveyard music and stuff. Essay, essay. Yeah, I'm just like, man, who has the time? But Spook and his homeboy, I can't think of his name, but yeah, them guys, they were on it, and they had about 15 to 20 regulators at one point, and they broke down, they came back together and stuff. But yeah, it was crazy.
okay. It's a lot going on. Do you still frequent the hole in the sector, as you call it?
Oh no. Oh
Every time I
no.
remember that word, you use the hole in the sector. I crack
Oh
up.
no, I'd leave them broads alone. It was one in particular. Every time a woman likes me, they end up hating me. So I don't want no woman to ever like me on YouTube ever again. I don't want nobody to crush on me, to like me, to call me, want my phone number, nothing. Because everyone that seems to like me ends up wanting to kill me for some reason. I don't know if it's because they think I want other women or other people told them things about me. I think it's more of that,
They're just
because there's
mad.
even you got a couple mods that don't like me for whatever reason, and I know why. They know why.
Really? Over
Yeah.
here?
Yeah, of course. They act funny and they don't speak and shit. It don't bother me. 'Cause like I say, everybody's affiliated with somebody in the sector. Somebody doesn't like this person, that person, or had a conversation, whatever. A few of those people were my mods at one point. I don't
Oh,
even bring that up. I don't
oh.
even bring that up. And they were
This is
blocking people they didn't like and saying, oops, my child did it. Oops, my bad. My finger slipped. I never block people in my chat. And Betty can tell you that. I've never
oh.
blocked anybody in my chat. You say what you want to say, but if you get too far left, I'm gonna check you. But like I say, anybody that was in my old chats can tell you. And like I say, you got some mods that modded for me. But when they started doing shady stuff and everything, I just cut all my mods at one time because I couldn't trust anybody. But I said, if you're doing that during a chat because you don't like somebody, you
Yeah.
take that to somebody else's channel. And when I lost that trust in them, then we just kind of broke from there.
Oh. Okay. This is
Yeah.
look at Betty being messy. Do not answer nothing that she puts in that chat. Okay. I guess she typed that when you said you don't want nobody like you, but it's okay. You don't have to answer Betty. She's being
Well, Betty said, have you heard her song? Yeah, Essie tried to rap. Essie literally tried to rap. I don't know if she made another song after that, but the rap song was so cringy. It
she's
was so
undiagnosed.
cringeworthy.
Is she on you think she's undiagnosed?
Man, it hurt my stomach. It hurt my stomach, man.
No, I'm gonna
No,
have
her son. Her son is even worse. Her son had a video of him smoking weed and shit at a local hotel here in Columbus, not at a Hilton or like the Marriott. We have a
oh,
town. We have a little strip called Victory Drive, right? This is right next to Fort Benning, the military base, right here where we live. And the soldiers, when they want to get, quick whatever, they go to Victory Drive.
oh,
So the hotels on Victory Drive are pretty shady. They're legendary, all the way back from like World War II. People know about Victory Drive. Anyway, he does a video on Victory Drive. Like I say, the mama's cringy, but the son is even worse. And
Ooh.
his music video with the white girl and with the messed up tooth with and everything in the hotel room and the girl with the stretch marks and they say the whole nine. It was just a really ghetto, hot ghetto mess.
1 second. Is this Essie Berry person? Does she have 1.7K subbies?
She ought to have more than that. I thought at one point she probably had about 15 or 20,000 because she was.
I guess she has a whole different channel on here. Because
Oh,
this
she's
person,
got 4 or 5.
she
She
says
got.
she's a born again virgin at 53. So
There you go. That sounds like her.
did she do a rap or a song? What is it? Because I'm trying to see the
She
song.
both. Yeah, she done rap. She done sung. She wanted to be a celebrity. See,
Ooh,
that was
ooh.
something else too. The thing with her and Mary, right, where they broke. And if you go to Essie Bear exposing Mary Harvey, that video, she was pissed at Mary because Mary didn't get the money first from Steve Harvey. Second off, she was mad because they were gonna have a reality show called The Real Housewives of Hollywood. So there's gonna be Steve Harvey's wife. There's gonna be Fred rerun Barry's wife. They had a couple more women lined up. You know, a couple of washed up actors' wives to be on this reality show, but nobody bought it. And that was Essie's $1 billion idea. So she wasn't
Oh,
going to be a star on that. She was going to be a star another way. She was going to get noticed for her celebrity status,
ooh,
eating,
I'm here.
eating off of Fred's status.
Yeah, that's usually what they do. So they're like some Z list. I don't even want to say Z list. Let me go to M or D. They try to get these people to come on the shows and stuff. I don't think Steve Harvey would want his wife on that show. There are just some people who should not be on there.
Right.
Um,
And see when she signed, and see that was the thing. She signed the non-disclosure. And when Mary did that, that locked Essie out of everything. That's when Essie went crazy.
listen, you're talking to me, and I'm here listening to Essie Berry.
Hey, get it. There it is.
I've been listening and going in and out, listening to this thing and laughing up a storm.
Can't you just
So
imagine an old woman sipping gin with a cigarette hanging out of her mouth? I mean, that's what I imagine when I hear her.
she's 53 and she's doing her thing. She's starting up in a rap game and everything. Okay. The video is 36 seconds and it's been here for 2 years and it only has 100 views. Well, I just gave one, so it's 101. You hear me?
But
She's
look,
been
Geneva blocked me too. Geneva's closet, because she had interviewed Essie and everything. The regulators were trolling her and everything. And I just happened to be in the chat with the regulators, and then she started live streaming them. And they saw me in the chat, and she went through and blocked anybody or whatever that was in that chat with the regulators. I go in her chat one day to I just ask her a question and find out I was blocked. Oh shit! Okay.
ooh,
So
ooh.
yeah, but yeah, Geneva's closet, Tasha K,
I don't watch
and then
Tasha.
she got mad at Tasha K too. Now that's when she tried to call herself exposing Tasha K, and then in the same time she dropped bombs on Geneva. So she ended up dropping bombs on Geneva too, and Geneva had to go and defend herself. So
She's
Essie just fired shots, man, and nobody's like out of range.
she seems like there's always something going on with her. Like she has some chaos demon she needs to get settled, sorted out. It looks like she's been through a lot of stuff.
But you know she's got a huge thumbprint. And if you just type in Essie Bear and you scroll down, there are so many videos. The
Mhm.
corniest one though is where she's standing behind a tree or whatever. She shot that at a local park here in Columbus, and she really thought that she was doing something there.
This is
Yeah.
I can't I cannot. Hey TC, how are you, girl? Haven't seen you in a bit. Ooh, your community wall's been going. Ooh,
So
she
yeah, so nobody can say I'm messy or that I lied or anything like that. Anybody in this chat that knows Essie knows that I did not tell no lies.
she comes with a lot behind her. You just see. I don't want to say. There's just something that needs to be diagnosed somewhere. I don't know. There's something going on. Something going on with her. That's all I can say.
Oh man, I
Yeah.
wish I still had that video where she sung the slide song. Yeah,
Ooh,
she sung the slide song too. Said I
she.
slide things in my mouth or whatever. Like I say, she went off on me. She let me have it. I sat here laughing. I thought it was hilarious,
Ooh.
especially when she was sitting there in that moo that damn what's that lady, Mistress Cleo? She sit there with that damn Mistress Cleo moo.
That Miss Cleo girl, I don't even know where she's from. She just picked up some island talking and people just ran with it. I
I
don't
thought
even know.
about you the other day. No, there's a Netflix story coming out about her.
I wonder where she's from. I've always remember hearing her on TV. She claimed to be a psychic. Coming out for your free reading.
Yeah, they're
I
about
don't
to have a whole story about her.
That's all I can remember. That is all I can remember.
Yeah,
Coming
she was a hustler. She just got
mm,
in too deep.
yeah. The money, the money, the money. You'd always think that these people are the ones who could see, what they need to see to make the money, but they're always the ones doing some backhanded stuff, doing some illegal shit.
Yeah. Essie still got 7,000 people on her Instagram.
Just my hey behind the look at behind the bar coming in when we're leaving. Behind the bar, you're late. We're actually wrapping up. We were summoning you and everything.
I was struggling tonight, bro. I needed you, man.
He's gonna have to come and help the team in the next round. So we're gonna see
Yeah.
what happens for next week Tuesday. See how it
I
goes.
I dropped the trophy, bro. I dropped the trophy. I dropped it hard. I ain't gonna lie. It didn't slip. I dropped that thing. It was
Mm-mm.
rough.
Wow.
But yeah, Miss
Ooh,
Cleo was from New York. Yeah, I can't wait for that expose to come out. And it's got actual stars and stuff talking about her and the impact she had. Because she, like I say, back in the late '80s, early '90s, man, she shit every 2 minutes that commercial would come on, so you know she was banking.
yeah. I hope to God she's not Jamaican because
No, she's not. She's from New York. She was straight up just New York,
she
just
was just
American.
accent. She was just used. She heard that accent somewhere and decided, okay, I'm gonna use this shit. I'm gonna make some money from this. I can that those lines could never get out of my head. Call me now for your free reading.
Now
That's
let me
all.
ask you this, and this ain't no knock to my sisters on here that do it, but what do you think about the women on here that get it, buy a deck of cards from Walden Books, or I don't even think there's a Walden Books anymore, Barnes and Noble, whatever. Get a deck of cards and say, okay, well, this is the Three of Kings, and this means that your boss at your job is trying to harass you, and you need to quit and find another job. Or this Seven of Wands means that your ex boyfriend from college is going to call you. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about that?
To be honest with you, I don't believe in those types of things. I don't believe somebody can shuffle a pack of cards and tell me what's going to happen in my future or what happened in my past or who is going to communicate something to me. I don't believe in it. Kudos to those who do, but I don't believe in that at all. And why do you need the cards
But
if
babe,
you
have you
have
seen that?
it?
But have you seen that revenue stream? Like I got a friend, I'm not gonna say her name, but she on certain nights she makes like $5 a reading, $10 for love readings,
Oh,
$20 for
mm,
private readings, and $50 for emergency readings. And
mm-mm.
people will be like, I paid the 50. Did you check your cash app? Check your
Ooh,
cash app. Did you
ooh,
see it? I paid the 50. People that want a reading that want it now because something
oh,
in their
that.
life is going, and they have anxiety and they need to talk to somebody, and they're
Yeah,
willing to pay to get that reading about a lover. Is my husband cheating? I know
yeah,
he's cheating.
desperate. Oh, wow. You
and
just
and, and
thought about the cards. So is it like some form of divine communication? Some I don't know. I can't get it.
Well, I'll tell you that this, Carrie, like you have a very like alluring voice, and if you got on here and you played some really soft music, and you had some real nice imagery in the background with the incense and candles and all these nice little symbols and all this beautiful imagery, and you get on there and yeah, behind the bar, uh, Yes, your high school sweetheart is coming back, and you should call her because I pulled this card and it tells me that you're rekindling the flame and all this kind of, like I say, man, it is comforting. Like, you get all warm and fuzzy. You got this person that's all soft spoken, and most of them are pretty attractive. I ain't really seen too many ugly. Well, yes, I have. I ain't gonna tell that lie.
I've seen one. I've seen even Armand Wiggins do it sometimes on his channel because I used to watch when he did it. I don't get it, but to each his
And then
own.
and then it's for entertainment. I understand that. And entertainment should be compensated, but at the same time, it's like their life depends on this answer, and you can
Yeah,
see the neediness in their
yeah.
tone. Like, this reading means everything to me, and I'm willing to pay my last dime to get this answer to this thing.
From this other human being. Nope. No, thank you. Hey, sincere. TC and Betty are being messy in the chat. Sly Jones, because they think we got some internet love, like some people on here, StreamYard love. Okay. So
I do love me some Carrie Ray. You
Sly
don't know what
Jones.
me and Carrie Ray talk about offline, so it's none of your business.
Oh, are you gonna say that for them to believe?
Listen,
Listen,
you want to catch a fish? All you gotta do is throw a little bit of bait. You'd be surprised.
we've been hearing about some internet love on here. Okay.
But
We've been
your homie got on here telling people not to flirt. I don't like how you flirted with him. I'm offended. I'm like,
ooh,
whoa, y'all doing that now? Y'all getting offended over flirting? I
ooh.
said, shit, I got to get off the internet because I'm always getting in trouble.
One of Slide's girls are gonna come over here and try to bomb me up. Ooh, let me not
Don't
use
say
that.
that. Don't
Oh,
say that.
gee.
Because what's her name might be somewhere in the
Ooh,
bushes.
ooh,
Your
ooh,
former fellow moderator.
ooh,
Kendra.
ooh.
Kendra.
She was never my. Ooh, she was never my mod. I haven't seen her. She
No, she was a mod for
listen,
the person you used
Bree.
to mod for.
Oh, you mean wasn't she a mod for Brianna too? I'm not sure.
No, just the channel you came from.
Oh, I
Yeah.
don't remember her when she modded.
Yeah, I
Maybe I
thought
was
y'all modded at the same time.
not sure, but I remember when she was doing her crazy stuff, and when that lady was always talking to her about she's stalkerish, but she's probably around here somewhere. She gets attached really easily. That
Yeah,
was
because
some.
her what happened to that not Main, but what happened to that one guy? Uh
Mystery Man.
he had a ball cap on his picture. He used to hang out with the Avatar guy. Till they fell out. He had like a single name. Shit.
Lemon.
Huh?
Lemon.
Lemon. Yeah, what happened to him?
I have no idea because I don't watch them, but I heard that he's not there anymore, and that I'm not so sure if it's true or not. But I heard he's not there anymore.
Yeah, Lemon was the homie,
My
because Avatar Nation tried to recruit me,
ooh,
and stuff until I kind of seen the goings on, and I was like, nah, I don't want no parts of this.
ooh.
I'm like, I'm
TC
good.
said, I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
TC says she's at Michelle Atalian right now. Ooh, Kendra is traveling. She probably has a whole different name over here in the sector that she uses,
Yeah.
probably. But she's still here, though. She is still here. She's not going anywhere. Nobody ever leaves, actually. People who say they leave
Nobody ever leaves the
never
beef
leave.
sector.
Even when we talk about people like Tasha K, she still comes over here. They act like they don't. They are up here in the bushes some of the times. They love it
Yeah.
up here. Okay. Only very few actually leave. Okay, but they'll still tune in sometimes. They still do.
Just my 5 cents said she was the imaginary. Lemon was the imaginary boyfriend.
I don't know if he left for real though. I don't know if he really left. I just heard about it like maybe a few days ago. I heard about it. I don't know how true it is. I
Yeah,
haven't.
sincere. Yeah, sincere. Yeah, you start getting those emails about people that want to, what they say, collaborate or do a whatever. And like I said, I had to start vetting people at that point because the people I was dealing with, some of them were not above board. I guess I could say I don't want to badmouth nobody,
Oh,
but yeah. And you know that. You know how people are out here. You've made friends and had people that you know you can't trust. You know, it's just what happens on YouTube.
Tasha K is always dropping down in chats, TC. I saw her over by Timothy Blaine a few months ago, right? Oh,
Man,
and made Zara her mod. Yeah, I remember that she was modding at one point for her some time ago. So she does frequent here. She went to Jay Wilson one day. She's still around. They don't ever leave. And even content creators right now over here, they say they're leaving. They never do. They never
yeah,
do.
yeah. I reached out to her about some voiceover work a couple of years ago. I just didn't follow up, but Tasha, she broke the story today about Charlemagne. I didn't hear it anywhere else until she broke it.
I don't take nothing from her seriously because she doesn't do the actual research and stuff. She doesn't have journalistic integrity, in my opinion. So I don't really, like follow. I unsubscribed from her a long time ago. Mm-mm. And I am a quiet person. I couldn't take the hollering and stuff when she drank too much wine. And I just didn't like the fact that she does not do her just duty. She doesn't research enough. She just takes stuff and she's all about sensationalism. I don't know if she has changed or anything, but I've seen stuff that she's done that she doesn't have her facts together.
Yeah,
She
she to
wants
me,
to
she
break
always reminded
news.
me
She
of like
always
a
wants to break news.
yeah. She just reminded me of a less prepared Wendy Williams. You
Yeah,
know, which
and
I
let's
was never
look
really a
at
Wendy
Wendy
Williams
right
fan either.
now.
Yeah,
Right now, all of these people who want, this shock attack, shock whatever it's called, shock jocks. They just want, people to hear stuff from them first, to be loud, to be known, to be, you know, always having the news first, quote unquote.
yeah. But
But
it's funny how it all comes full circle because they all ate
oh,
off each other. You know, Charlemagne ate off Wendy for all those years, and then Wendy did her thing, and then now Charlemagne's in trouble. And Tasha K's picking up on it. I guess eventually, Tasha K will end up in another libel suit like she did with Cardi B. Or whatever. I mean, it all just comes full circle, and it's all the same people
yeah,
when you look at it.
always. Let me see what else is in here. Sincere, you had a nice early morning chat this morning for what I caught because I was listening to you when I was getting ready this morning. So that was a good show. Nice convo. Okay. So I appreciate, there's some people who are TC. When are you going to start doing videos? Let me know because I've just been checking in. Just My 5 cents. Let me know if you're doing well. Just My 5 cents has a channel also. I haven't been seeing the word of the day and stuff. So let me know what you guys are up to, and whenever you're ready, let me know. Okay, I think I'm gonna wrap up right now. Slide. We've had a really good conversation. Well, conversations because we were all over the place, but it was fun. You know.
We always have fun together.
Yeah. We were all ooh, ooh, ooh. Just got my phone. Slide. You gotta come back and redeem yourself. You gotta, figure out when Behind the Bar is gonna be available. You lost your voice. Oh no, girl.
Yeah, we definitely gonna need the fellas to represent unless unless what's her name's gonna finally drop down. Um, and what's her name? She was in the chat in the very beginning. Vibrant Lowell.
Oh,
I'm after Vibrant Lowell's voice.
I imagine her voice being really quiet. That's
And I'm gonna
what
tell
I.
you, Vibrant is the coolest person in anybody's chat. Never cause any stink. Every now and then she might get a little about it, but for the most part, Vibrant has always been like the chillest person. I don't care
Right.
whose chat I go to. But until I hear Vibrant's voice, I am convinced that Vibrant Lowell is a man.
Ooh, you think so? I think Vibrant is female.
I'm only saying that as a dare to actually hear her voice.
I don't
I
think
don't
she.
I don't really think Vibrant is a man. I'm just gonna say that Vibrant is a man until I can hear her voice. And like you say, I imagine it's probably like a really soft, sweet, like soft spoken voice or whatever. But
I think
I have
she's
to hear
so.
it for myself.
Ooh,
Vibrant is a mystery.
and she's gonna remain that way. TC, you've heard her before. She said she was in here not when we were playing the game. She said she doesn't hit links. Are you sure, TC? Oh, are you sure? I have never heard her before. Are you sure, TC? This is a first. Vibrant, are you still in here?
Hit the
What's
link.
going on? Hit right, right.
I
Hit
gotta
the
hear
link.
this.
She right.
All right, babe. I'm gonna drop off. It was fun. I will
Oh,
be back next week to redeem the crown for the fellas. But
okay.
uh, but yeah, I had fun. Thank you for having me on and having these 20 different topics of discussion.
You are so welcome. That was
All right,
so cool. I appreciate you for coming up.
all right, babe. Talk to you later. Peace.
Bye. That was cool. That was a really nice conversation. We were all over the place, but it was a cool convo at the end of the day, right? Maybe TC could be anybody. It could be. Ooh, maybe. I'm not sure. Thank you so much. We've been on here for a while, chit chatting and everything. Let me say thank you first of all to everybody in the chat, who were, being a part of the conversation. Also, I want to thank Connie for coming up and Sly Jones. They battled it out today. Ooh, the questions I had today, it had them a little bit stumped for a while, but Connie was victorious. I think Connie got five and Slide got two. Let me go back and look. Yeah. 5-2, Connie winning. So the males have to redeem themselves next week. So I want to say thank you. Joanna also clicked on earlier today. So thank you also to Joanna. Who else came on here? I also want to say thank you to Mama D, Ronnie Q. Who else came up here? Miss Cruiser. Who else came here? Oh no, that was the earlier live. Why am I mixing them up? I'm confusing them. Let's go again. A big shout out to Ronnie Q, Sly Jones, um, Joanna. That's about it. That's about it. Yeah. Those are the people who came on here today. And if I missed, did New Biology come up on this live or was it the one before? Because I did a back to back, so I don't know. Thank you to everyone who came on here tonight. And if I missed the name, it's because I'm tired. Okay. Please don't tell me I missed somebody. It's Sly Jones, it's Connie, it's Ronnie Q, it's Joanna. Thank you also to everyone in the chat who, participated in our game tonight. Thank you for those who just stayed up there in the bushes. It's cool. You can drop down whenever you want to. That's okay. It's okay. It is okay. Ooh, TC, stop. Slide. Slide. Lord have mercy. Internet love. StreamYard love. Ow. I'm gonna start showing my titties next. Ow. I'm just kidding. Anywho, I appreciate the support. Guan TC. You want Betty and Will. Somebody else up here did a Guan. So, but I don't know nothing still. Guan do the thing. Guan. I'm not laughing. Okay. Look at Lavon. Anywho, listen, I had a really good time. Connie was able to win the Cash App tonight. And also, thank you also to Sly Jones. He put $5 towards next week's show. So whoever wins, ooh, I wasn't supposed to say how much. I'm sorry, Slide. But he also suggested that. And for those who want to donate towards that, you can. So for the next one, we're gonna see who wins and who wins the Cash App. Okay. It's just a little thing. And it's just to show our appreciation. Well, my appreciation. So I appreciate you guys. And I will see you next, what is today? Tuesday? I'll see you on Thursday. I don't know if I can come. Oh, tomorrow is I Teach It, You Speak It. where we speak some patois. Okay. All right, guys, that's it. And that's all for tonight. And I will see you in the next live. Okay. Bye. I appreciate you all. Bye. And I can't find my music. Okay. Ooh. And also to all the moderators. How could I ever forget that? Thank you to all the mods who were in here tonight. I appreciate you all. I appreciate you all. So, for everyone who typed in the chat and to all my moderators, everybody who was a part of the show, what is a channel without you guys? I appreciate you all. Bye.